question, why you don't never play with my nipples? I got nipples too. It's my turn to get tied up. Not them handcuffs though. I got PTSD. Welcome to Hardorsoft, where men speak, so hopefully somebody will understand.
The art of lovemaking is gone. Like if you listen to if you listen to like the album that you and Jay Valentine did, and that song "Slow,"
you
have had to have made love in order to truly appreciate that record. You sitting on my face, that's my type of view.
Come on, talk
now.
to him, China, man. God damn it.
He's serious. It's a no skip.
You have to be. Listen, men. I want to say this. I want to put this out there, and I'm gonna say this this way, and then we'll fix it up later. You have to fall back in love with pussy. You have to fall back in love with the idea. Now let's clean it up. Of making love to a woman.
Talk that talk.
No, you're right.
That's right.
I'm listening.
That's right.
And doing it at a high level.
That's right.
You have You have to study a woman.
That's right.
You have to ask questions. You have to learn her body in order to do this thing the right way.
That's right.
One key doesn't start every car.
That's right.
You got to be curious about that thing.
That's right.
That's right.
Right? And outside of the curiosity, you have to have an affinity for it.
Right.
You got to have a love for it.
You got to enjoy it.
Sit it on my face.
Yes.
That's my point of view.
He ain't make this girl come for mad long. He talking about,
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I mean, it's happened to me too.
That's fucked up.
I feel like I can talk about it if I was a part of the problem.
Nah, you said 15 years. That's a little different. 15 years is crazy. It's actually insane.
Well, a lot of if you're not pleasing a woman and she's not telling you, is it your fault?
But 15 years is your fault.
Not if she's not telling you.
If you didn't know.
No.
If you didn't know, if they faking it, ladies, do y'all be faking it? Have you faked it?
No.
You've never.
Yeah.
None
Y'all
of.
lying.
Who said yes? Somebody said yes. You said yes.
Yes.
Why?
I wanted it to be over.
You want it to be over.
That part.
So you just started. And what the fuck? He thought he was that man. He thought he was that nigga after that.
Thought he was that nigga.
But she didn't do that for 15 years. So that's what, if she did that consistently for that long, then that would be where the problem lay. Because she never told him.
She never told him.
You're not doing this right. I think after the first 2 or 3 times, if she's not telling him this, it's going to be her fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But. How many times have women told you some shit and you didn't listen? Or
All the
you
time.
try to.
Every day.
You mean sexually or in general?
I'm talking about sex, period.
I can't recall a time a chick told me something sexually. I ain't listen. I ain't going for it.
So I have done this, right? Where a chick says right there, and I'll try to stay right there, but I'll throw a twist on it. Or they say, I'm coming, and I deviate from, she say I'm coming from doing the same beat, right? And she say, I'm coming, and I'll go, oh, I'm getting it, and I'll speed it up.
No.
Oh, I'm getting it. Oh, you gonna come? Boom, speed it up.
Why do you
keep the same
change the
stroke.
drum?
I
Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums.
Because when I nut, when I'm about to come, I speed up. So I'm doing what I think makes sense to me.
You're listening to yourself.
You understand what I'm saying? When I'm about to nut, what do? You start going faster, and they start going faster because they know the nut coming. So how would I know if you don't tell me, if they don't tell me, that it's that particular speed, that particular rhythm right there?
Well,
it's
she
not
did
the
tell you.
spot.
She said she's about to come.
Don't stop.
She didn't say stay in that same rhythm.
But it's
She said
kinda
don't
the same,
stop.
You know?
Why? If somebody tells you to
You're hitting
not
the spot.
stop, why
All
would
right,
you
let me change the
stop
spot.
what you're doing and then do something different?
I'm gonna hit it more.
You're stopping.
I'm hitting more.
You're stopping.
That's not stopping. That's
you literally
moving. That's going
stopped
faster.
what you were doing when she told you to don't stop.
So this makes sense to both of y'all. So y'all are dickologists.
I mean, I like to think I know some things.
Yeah. What makes you so good at knowing things?
Well, one, it's part of my profession. So I was in the industry for a while. So I've definitely done some videos. I've definitely had my share of women, and I definitely do listen in those regards. So, and I think there's a number of women who can account for my abilities. So to me, at least I think I can. I'm not saying all of them or each one. Obviously, they're all going to be a little bit different, but I think there's definitely a general.
King Dick over here. Here, you take the big dick trophy here.
I'll just place it there for me. yeah. I don't know if it's clean or what. Yeah.
I've never used it.
Okay.
Now, have you ever gotten feedback that wasn't positive?
Not that I could recall. I'm sure that maybe I've got it somewhere down the road, especially like in the beginning, when you're younger or whatever it is. But
Not that you can recall.
Not that I can recall now. Like not after many years for
Lou,
sure.
have you ever gotten feedback that wasn't positive?
About my performance, like same thing with him. I can't really, except for the one time where I knew I had fucked up. One time, but I thought I was about to get robbed. It's a long story. But for the most part, yeah, Miami was a wild time. But outside of that one time, I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but I really can't recall if that did occur.
I would say the only thing for me would probably be like being too fast at one point. You know what I mean? Kind of like the video you were playing is like at one point you have to like learn to really love the pussy, like and you really enjoy it. And before you get to that point, especially when you're younger, it's definitely more about yourself. Yeah. Right? You're just trying to get that nut. You're trying to do whatever. Maybe you don't even have a lot of time to do whatever you're doing. So to really like indulge in the person and everything like that is like, it's a lot harder. Right. Than where
but
now.
You're not listening. You're not paying attention.
No.
And you don't know.
I'm just doing whatever I think I know how to do at that time. And
ladies,
running with that.
How many of the men that you've had sex with, that you enjoyed having sex with, did 100% of everything right? Give me a percentage, right? Give me a percentage.
Wow.
2%. That I enjoyed having.
Ty said 2% that you enjoyed, but did he do 100% of everything right?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's too high of a percentage for like anything.
None. Somebody said none. Somebody said 0.
I'd say 1, 2.
1 or 2. So it's kind of like, even though we might be doing good things, we still do need direction.
That's a fact.
We still need y'all to say, hey, this takes you to another level. This puts me like I would really enjoy.
Enlightenment.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously I'm going to talk about some things.
I think I see where you're
You know where this is going, right?
I'm looking at the wall. Like, I hope he's not going where I think he's going.
Every guy isn't willing to hear critique. And every guy doesn't want to talk about sex.
You don't say.
So, I do want to talk about this on the show. Okay. As we had an interesting show last week. I don't know how many people in here heard. We did have 2 guests on the show last week, Scrappy and Chaotic. And it was widely hailed as
the most intriguing episode we've had in a while.
Something along that. Yeah.
Very intriguing.
A lot of people said that they were not happy with the episode. They were not happy. Yeah, well, they weren't really open to talking about some things. I think Scrappy was. Chaotic was a lot more.
That makes sense. They're in the limelight, so they don't want to share too much.
Speak on that.
Well, if you're on TV and there's always like a lot of ridicule and things, people always want to talk shit about you anyway. They're already on kind of a more ratchet reality TV show sort of stuff. So it's like, what do you expect? You want to give people more ammo to talk shit about you. They're already watching whatever and coming to their own conclusions. So she's probably like want to keep in some things in the bank.
Well, I think it was more about talking to guys about sex because they was actually on lip service too. And when they was on lip service, it looked like a pretty good interview. Okay. It was chill. When they came here, it was a lot of, why you asking me that? Like, a lot of that. Like, I don't do that. And the B word came up a lot. Bitch this, bitch that. And I do want to say, I want to apologize to the audience. I want to apologize to the people listening to the show, the people that expect a higher vibrational conversation around sex from us. I was thinking business-wise, it would be a great move to have people on the show like that. But I also think that as the leader or the host or whatever you might want to call me, I probably didn't handle the situation the right way. For one, they had 10 guys in here.
Well, that messes up the flow, the energy of the.
How are they going to talk about sex with, for one, 2 strangers, but in front of their 10 homeboys? That's just not something that Nick. I probably wouldn't do that if I wasn't me. Yeah. Would you?
Probably not as freely as I would if they wasn't around.
especially with two strangers.
Yeah. I probably would not as freely as I would do it, but not to the capacity that I know I could. I'll be honest.
It was a
I will
podcast or a
hold back.
gangbang, you know. You got to make a decision.
Right,
Both
and
of
then
'em.
I got these dicks behind us.
Both of 'em.
I got these big ass fucking things over here.
Yo, come on, son. Like,
They're dicks. They what?
yo, all right.
They're not dicks.
They're clicks.
Go on with the show, bro.
They're glass.
Go on.
Clicks.
Go on with the show, man. Go on with the show, man. He don't listen to me. He don't listen.
Yeah, so I could have done a better job with that myself. I was thinking that by having conversations with Rex, so when we've shifted this show around a lot since we started this show. We started doing freaky stuff on the show. We used to have girls squirting in hair and tying them up. And,
Shout out to the squirters.
Squirtle.
right, and then at another point, we kind of went into more in-depth conversations. And at that point, I was like, yo, it'd be good to have regular people come on the show that are not just in the porn industry or content creators, people that is in relationships, men. Like, that was the idea, is to affect men positively by having certain positive conversations. So I thought, like, yo, shout out to the squirters in the chat. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the people who've been here for 200 episodes and 201.
Who's counting?
But it was my idea to think that, yo, if we could affect men that other men look up to, that's a go. That's a go. We could get them to talk about certain shit that other guys would talk about certain shit, and other men would listen to their women or be able to express themselves more. So I thought it was a win-win.
Reach one, teach one.
You thought you was about to get men on a universal scale to listen to women. Who are you, God? How was you gonna do that?
At least gotta get these numbers up from these girls from 1 and 0 and
That'll work.
2%.
You know what I'm saying?
Different shit that they're saying. At least get those numbers up a little bit.
Because every one guy, who knows how many women that he's gonna come into contact with. If he's on a higher vibration and he's willing to share more, he's willing to listen more, her experience is changing. How many women that he touches, right? And then the conversations that he might have. So yeah, I was thinking that it would have been a broader thing, but yes, I'm aware that it did not go the way we thought it would go.
I will be honest. It was definitely a very interesting and intriguing episode. It definitely was a lot of pushback. Definitely not our usual format or feng shui of how we do things. I will also say that it wasn't something that I haven't seen before. Maybe not to that capacity or to that extent, but I've definitely seen myself in like a lane that like where I carried myself and maybe responded and thought about.
That's nuts.
Yeah, you gotta turn it down. You gotta like just like, responded and sorry about that, guys. Where I responded and maybe thought about things the way that they did. So it wasn't like super duper foreign to me. But again, the difference between what I would say, us and them is those are like, we're guys who probably like we did the work. You know what I'm saying? And I can't preach that enough. You gotta want to do the work. You gotta want to be better. You gotta want to be smarter.
That's
you
a
gotta
fact.
want to be more understanding. You gotta want to be more relatable and more realistic.
Son said he don't give a fuck about being pleasing his women like that.
I mean, and listen, and you know what? What I would say is this: if that's the vibe, chaotic.
Chaotic was basically like, I asked him, he was like, yo, my dick 10 on 10. I was like, well, what if she said that you didn't give her?
Then he said,
10.
I don't
He said
care.
he don't care.
Say, I don't care.
He's like, well, that's her business. And I was like, well, for me, I want a woman to think my shit was good.
No, that's a
I
fact.
really want. And he's like, well, if it's just a chick that I'm just fucking, it don't really matter.
Spread the word.
Yeah, like go out there and tell the word. Like
He probably, you know what? But
that's
he
like-
probably come from a different light. Like, so for me, like,
He from Florida. You know they're a little different down there.
I love girls that
Down
fuck
there.
with girls. So it's like, you can't have not even one girl.
Out
Let's say
there
you're going
telling
to a party, going to a swing party, whatever,
shit
lifestyle
whack.
party, and you got one girl there who's like, this dick is trash. Like, it's over for you. It don't matter what girl you bring, whatever. She gonna be like, you don't need two girls. Like,
Yeah.
What you gonna do with one?
You could barely do one.
Yeah, so you at least need the prerequisites in order to do the threesome and the groups and the orgy sort of life. If you don't have that, then that's like anything else. You know what I mean? You got to have those credentials.
Yeah, he right.
You know?
Imagine you on a restaurant, y'all have niggas out here saying your plates is bad. Like you ain't gonna make no bread on Labor Day. Like
Yeah.
it's over. Like,
Nobody's going in there.
Nobody coming to Pineapple Express. You
Well,
gonna-
what about?
You gonna want good reviews?
There's a lot of men out there that's like that. I don't think this is just
Nah,
him
they're not the only one.
or just scrappy or anything like that. I think there's a lot of men out there that just don't want to listen or don't want to explore in that way? What makes us like that versus women who are way more open?
You know, I'm a person who feels like I feel like people who are like that with women aren't just like that with women. They're like that
That's
in
their
other
personality.
categories of
That's
their
what I was
life.
gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you're not eager to learn about shit, fatherhood or maturity, I don't really think you're gonna be that eager to learn like just about women. I don't want to say it's like a relationship thing, like he said. I think it's like a personality characteristic. Like it's a mindset you really got to get out of.
I don't really agree. Okay.
I also think it's kind of a power thing too.
Yeah, once you wake up and realize, yo, I don't know it all, and I have room to be better, and you actually say, you know what, damn, I could be
That's a
better from
mindset,
this.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Once you go out with that mindset, yo, you're gonna get better. You're gonna pick up gems from everybody.
And you agree with that, Clay?
Yeah, I agree with that. I also would say like it could be like a kind of a power thing in the sense of like for some men, if they're kind of everywhere they want to be, they're caked up, their finances are right, living right, and they just don't give a fuck because they know the next girl's gonna come along. Then maybe in that regard, like I don't care.
There's no
I was
incentive.
trying to get a nut off, but again, that's a mindset. So that goes back to like, do you love the pussy? Do you love that woman? Do you love sex in general? And if you don't, then you're gonna make it as quick as possible to a degree. You just love the feeling that sex gives you. You don't like the process. It's kind of like working out. Not that many people really love to work out. They like the results that they get from working out.
Word.
So I think sex can kind of be treated like that for some people. Where me personally, like I love reaching this place I like to call euphoria.
Oh God.
Yo, we ending the episode. Episode's over.
Get him out of here, man. Nah, you gotta
so
go.
Let me ask you a question. When's
Why? What's
the
wrong
last
with
time you used the word euphoria?
I don't know, like a week ago?
That's my fucking
A week
point.
ago.
That's my fucking point.
Or when I watched the show. No, every time I explain this topic, I think I use
right, go ahead, man.
I
Go
use
ahead,
that word
man.
specifically because it's like it's literally like the place that I want to stay in. It's like pretty much that area right before you're about to come, but you're not coming, you're not at the point of no return. I'm trying to stay there. I'm trying to stay on 10.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay at level 4.
Yeah.
Because once you come, then obviously you're gonna have a little downtime unless you got it like that and you have the second wind
Unless
type
you
situation.
got it like that is mad funny.
You know?
Some niggas do, bro.
Some niggas do.
I be hating them niggas.
I only got it like that on special occasions.
Yeah, that's just like a random day. Like, oh shit, a Tuesday? I got it.
Hey, nigga got two.
2 times Tuesday. I didn't even know. Hey, come back over here. It's not done
15th,
yet.
girl. I got 2 dicks today. But nah, I feel you, though. I
So,
feel you.
what I was getting at, and I like both of you guys' admissions on that, was that there's just a lot of men that are not very emotionally intelligent, and I think Klassik is right. If you don't have to do that work, and the world is benefiting you in almost every other way anyway, and most men ain't gonna just listen to women. We're gonna say there's been times. And I'm going to say this, and I know that people are going to react badly to it, but when I've done sexual moves on one, and then the other one's like, well, I didn't enjoy that. And I'm like,
You're bugging.
you're bugging.
How many times I use this move?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Like, since when the leg drop don't work?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
God
wrong
damn
with
it.
your pussy? Like, why are you complaining so much? It has worked for me before. I've had those thought processes, not realizing that everybody's different. And that some people get off on other things that some people find a turnoff.
Some moves are universal though.
You think what's
The
a
missionary
universal-
choke with the feet in the mouth.
The
Come on.
suplex. Oh, we talking about sex.
Feet in the mouth,
Oh,
choking
her feet,
her.
my mouth.
Yeah, feet in the mouth, choking, missionary, eye contact. Come on, there's not too many girls that don't, unless they're just not into being choked.
I was about to say that. That's not universal.
But you got to introduce it the right way. Like, you didn't know you didn't like it. You didn't know yet until I did it a certain way. And then they're like,
That's problematic. Because what if she had some type of trauma with choking before?
well, she'll get over it.
See? See?
Tough
You see
crowd.
what happens?
Did you
And
die?
That's what happened
But
with
did
us.
you die?
Don't listen to him.
No, that word. Don't listen to me.
I should have. This is for scrap people asking
That's
me all
just
of
what works
this
for me,
words.
though.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for everybody.
I think it's about the person you're doing it to, right?
No, this is a fact. I mean, you definitely got to read the room at least a little bit. You know? You can't just go choking like a little, like, dainty, like, oh, everything's fine. You know? You know? But if she's kind of more aggressive or whatever, she's like, and this, that, and the third, like, what?
So, ladies, let me ask you a question. What does consent go like on a choke? If the mood is right, there's a guy that's never choked you before? Because some of y'all might like it, some might not like it, right? Do I end the thing, like, do I ask you, do you want to be
I
choked?
don't know, you don't ask.
No, that would be weird.
If you ask, you're getting definite no.
No, it's gonna ruin the mood. I wanna.
All right,
Do
wait.
something aggressive. You can't.
Half-ass it.
All right, wait. Okay, guys. All right. Before we go any further, I want to draw the line in the sand. This is just my rules, a universal thing for me. I feel there should not be any new conversations while you're having sex.
None.
I feel like
During.
while you're having sex, there shouldn't be any new. How can I do this? These are things that you either talk about during the pregame huddle or the postgame huddle. Because like I said, there were times where I consented to do some shit during sex that after I was like, you know what? I didn't really want to do it, but because we was in the mood, I didn't want to throw off the feng shui. I did it anyway. So like now, how would you feel if that shoe was in reverse? So now she had co-signed some shit. She might not really want to do like that, but because you asking her now, it's like, nigga, I'm in the most vulnerable position the world's ever seen. Fuck it, I'm gonna just say yes. Me personally, it's just me. It's a rule. It's just my thing. There shouldn't be any new topics or conversations or tryouts during sex, unless y'all been together.
Now, people in it,
like,
a lady in the chat, I know Klassik, you can probably see it. She says, "Don't choke me," with an exclamation point. Don't assume you can convince me. That's a capital hard no. See,
it's gonna happen.
See,
not everyone is the
See?
same.
Yeah, probably just won't have sex with that girl.
So, what do y'all think? What's the
It's a pressure thing.
That's what I'm saying. I would still read the room.
You don't just grab somebody by the neck like a chicken. You gotta start out stroking their neck,
Yeah.
have a little pressure, and you build as you go.
See?
And that's how they
So
get
I
into
can't
it.
choke slam like the Undertaker.
No.
If you're getting moans,
That was my
the
moon.
first soft.
Oh, listen to them.
Listen to the body. Listen to my sound.
You also gotta know how.
I did say that first. I did say read the room, and
You gotta
I wouldn't just come out of
put your thumb in
nowhere.
the butt, Same thing.
Yeah, you start with rubbing the donut,
And then pushing it back. Bam. There you go.
a little spittle. That's
Does it
not
make
okay?
that noise like you opening a can of milk, a bottle of milk?
Yeah, kind of. You never had those Japanese sodas and you gotta pop the little.
Yeah.
It's like boop. Yeah, it's like that.
Son.
This is one. We're in.
Well, I ran into this. I'm talking about men and their emotions and stuff like that. I didn't mean to go straight towards choking, right? Because I ran into this meme, and Loon, I knew you had something that you wanted to bring up, but I ran into this thing on Twitter, and it's kind of been going around. So I want to know what y'all think about this. The guy says, "I just blocked and deaded friendships with 4 of my homeboys.
I saw that.
I had back surgery literally a whole month ago, and not one of those niggas checked on your boy. I ain't say shit. I just blocked and let it be what it is. Niggas wasn't my real friends."
Well, I don't know. I feel like if those are your friends, regardless of the back surgery or not, if you don't speak to a nigga in a month, goddamn, how close are these friends of yours? You know, like the niggas. Like for me to feel that way about somebody, would have to be somebody that I fuck with or I'm close to. And if I fuck with you and I'm close to, regardless if I had surgery or not, I'm gonna hear from you
Eventually.
within a month. You know?
You think so?
Yeah.
I got friends that I don't speak to every day or week.
And those also ain't the friends that you'll be mad at for not checking up on you because you have back surgery.
That's a double fact.
That's not actually true.
Oh, you have an issue then.
I actually, so when I got engaged, there's a group of friends that I have not heard from, that I spent years with. And birthdays and shit like that, they usually come around and we go out for birthdays and stuff like that. I have not heard from them.
Maybe those are like.
I actually told
situational
one,
things.
and I actually told one, he was asking me to go to our birthday party because I got engaged on my birthday.
Okay.
And his birthday is like 3 days away from mine, so we usually party together. And he's
so
like,
he really
yo,
didn't have an excuse.
No, he was like, "Yo, we gonna do this party this week?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm doing this. I'm about to get engaged on Sunday." And he like hearted it, and just kept talking about the party. And I was like,
he knew you was hanging it up. He's like, "Oh, my boys are tired. It's over."
"That's it.
No reason to be your
So
friend
would y'all feel
anymore.
a way about that?
The engagement thing or the back thing?
I don't know. That's the way he's talking. That's my engagement thing.
Those are two different things. Back thing, I really wouldn't give a fuck about, to be honest with you. Because, like, again, the dudes that I would expect to hit me to check on my back, pause, are people that I know I would speak to, like, on a certain kind of frequency. Checking on I don't want niggas checking on my back anyway.
No
to be honest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text y'all in a month. I'm gonna hit y'all when I'm healed.
Nah, yo, you stupid.
But nah, I wouldn't feel a way about
I think
that.
it just goes both ways. Like at the end of the day, the dude who's saying that, we don't really understand his evaluation of who his friends or not are. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people think that someone's their friend just because they've known them for a long time, or they talk to them, or they have some sort of common thing that they do a lot, whether it's going out or some parties or whatever the case is. And then when some real shit happens, you realize who your real friends are.
Right,
So I think that could just be a false idea for him. He expected them to check up, but nobody gives a fuck about your back, bro. Like your injury, like unless you like died or about to die.
Even if you are like what, nigga?
Even at
you can't
them,
come
you
to the
have
club
to.
no more. All right, sorry, bro.
Sorry to hear
That's what it is.
Means you get engaged. Sorry to hear that.
That's niggas be cold blooded to each
That's
other.
a fact.
But the engagement
We
thing
really
is
be
different,
cold
though.
blooded.
But that's
to each
that
other, bro.
emotional immaturity, like kind of what if we do that to each other, then how do we expect to be more open with a woman? You know what I mean?
With our partner.
Like
And
you
then we
can't
gotta
call
get
your
used to
man
that.
and say, "Damn, you had a backiotomy."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You fucked up. You need me to bring you a juice or some shit. I don't know. How you expect us to be worried about a woman's needs and that they're not going to be able to do all that. Like it's got to be the person themselves and their personality that's already like that. Like, yo, I'm a caring person. I'm a nurturing person. I'm a compassionate person. I'm an empathetic person to some degree in order to have that all around. You know what I mean?
When do you practice that?
When?
Every day.
Where?
We don't practice that with each other. Men don't normally have that within our male friend groups where we actually practice expressing or being there for each other or listening to each other like that. So how do you Loon?
I'm
Loon,
thinking.
stop,
I didn't say
bro.
anything, bro.
You are way different now than you were 2 years ago. Way different. Anything I said. Matter of fact, we was just pausing on this show 4 or 5 months ago. Every other line. You just paused just now.
Yeah, so I ain't changed, nigga. Still the same OG.
You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. Like, just you kind of have elevated your consciousness, and a lot of people in the show could tell how much you've grown. I was about to pull.
I was like, well, there goes that.
But let's be real.
I don't know. So like, I'm trying my best not to be biased, but it's like I don't really have these problems. I don't think I've never really had none of these problems with none of my friends.
When you was going through shit you was going through when you was almost in depression years ago, you felt like you had all the outlets that you needed?
I was depressed for a while. Depends on which era of depression we talk about.
You know.
But I would say though that the reason why I didn't have it because I chose not to have it. I chose not to express that. So I don't really put that on my friends
Not
for
gonna
not
blame
being.
someone else,
I can't put it like this. I can't blame my friends for not being there for me for something they didn't even know existed. You're putting somebody in a lose-lose situation. So some point in time, you kind of got to point the finger at yourself. I could sit down and flip that tweet and say, well, nigga, you sit here mad because nobody checked on you and you're mad at shit that niggas don't even know you mad at. If you don't express that you mad, how the fuck I'm supposed to know you mad?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it also, to rewind back, I'll never forget, I'd put this one girl in a particular situation where, like, she couldn't win. Like, I was pissed at something, and I didn't express that to her. And because I didn't, I just treated her like shit for a while. And then it ended up blowing back on me later. And it's like, had I been mature enough, or, well, I was young, but had I knew now what I knew then, I would have, say, yo, look, I ain't gonna hold you. We can't continue on this path until we get through this right here. If we don't continue, this car is fucked up, and it's gonna just be parked on the side soon. You know what I mean? So, again, you want to be uncomfortable now? A little bit or a lot later. I'm gonna always pick now. So if you don't fuck around and be uncomfortable for a little bit now, it's gonna be a shit show later.
No growth, no change. There's no growth without pain.
Do y'all think that he should have reached out to them and told them like, yo, you know I had a backiotomy?
Yeah, I think so. I think he could have at least thrown it out. If that's really your friends, because at the end of the day, is he checking on them? He don't know what they're going through.
Right.
They could be having
backiotomies too.
Yeah, or fucking their
both
leg
on our
is
back.
injured and their girlfriend broke up with them and they're depressed. At the end of the day, like, how much stuff do you even think about, like, after it's done? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not. If I don't know, I don't know. But of course, if you told me at that point, then it's like, now.
Are we
what
expecting
you
more from men than we expect from women? Because at the end of the day, is ladies.
I don't expect shit from
if
no
your-
niggas.
If
I
your
keep it
homegirl
stuck.
didn't hit you up, you went through a major thing in your life, homegirl just went blank on you, would you have a problem with that?
It depends which type of friend.
But what'd you say?
I cut off friends for it, like during my pregnancies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cut off friends. Cut off friends. They're not there for you. If you showed, it's like, all right, that's it.
Right.
Good.
Like,
I'm
we were
good.
partying every day. I'm picking you up, taking you to the spot. We're getting drunk. You know, we're traveling, going to Miami. I get pregnant, and you're gone. Like, we don't have to be friends.
And so my problem with them saying that is every single one of the women said yes.
No,
This is a valid concern, except for
I didn't. I have friends that I don't speak to for weeks at a time, but when we do speak to each other, it's like we didn't skip a beat.
there are friends like that. I get that.
Yeah, those friends I wouldn't be upset because you don't know what's going on in my life. But the friends that are actively everyday speak, those I'd be tight.
Then you would be tight.
Yeah.
And we're saying the guys be like, yo, Well, you just had a bacchiotomy. You should have reached out to them.
I mean, you just shouldn't expect anyone to know something that they don't know. But like for me personally, I have no expectations when it comes to like to dudes. Because me personally, I've only had women help me in my life.
That's what I'm.
That's
getting
why
at.
I cater to the opposite sex more. Like,
right.
But there's some dudes that prefer the company of men. This is a fact. Like they prefer.
I didn't even like the way he said that. So
There's
the way
dudes,
he said that.
I'm one of them.
No, I'm gonna keep it a stack. So I got a homie, right, that he used to be like, he'd be like, yeah, you know, he'll have a girl or whatever. He'd be like, man, I just really don't like being around this bitch though, or this, that, and the third. And I'd be like, so why do you have? He's like, I really just prefer to chill with my niggas. Like once I'm done, I'm like,
yeah,
that's kind of mo. Because I'm not like that. That's me. I'm not like that.
I think that.
I mean, like I could chill with the homies. Obviously, I like to smoke, whatever, talk to shit, whatever, shit like that. But when it comes to like just cooling out and chilling, like if you really think about it, if you don't smoke, hanging out with a group of dudes, if you're not going to the bar, whatever, it's kind of gay. Like right off gay. Like what are y'all doing? Y'all just sitting there watching TV?
Nah, I can't agree to that.
You don't think so?
I think that being around your friends is a safe
Space.
It's a safer space because to be around women, you kind of got to be cool. You got to do things that make women look at you as an admirable nigga. When you could be around your friends with holes in your socks, niggas that get on you, but they're just it's not a big deal. Like it's niggas that hang around each other and know niggas ain't shit and still hang around them all day. You don't get that kind of judgment. But to be around women, they gonna tell you about yourself. Oh, you ain't got no money, or you ain't got nothing going for yourself. They're not gonna find you attractive.
You're around the wrong women then. You need to be around women that uplift you, that empower you, that light your fire. But that's anybody. That's not just women. That's your friends too. But that's kind of what I'm saying. If you were a group of niggas and y'all just sitting there, y'all not coming up with the master plan. You know what I mean? When it comes to stuff like that I kind of get. I'm just talking about like just regular, just cooling out, chilling. Like when you're 17 and 18, you know, just at someone's crib because they got the free crib. It's not like that now when you're over a certain age.
I can't front. I gotta disagree with that. Yo, your friends are your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, just last weekend, called my mans up like, yo, bro, get the kids going to the pizzeria. You know, we took the kids to the pizzeria. We sat down. We just ate pizza and spoke about a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't nothing really involved. You know, wasn't the master plan, but it's a safe space.
Y'all got up, made a plan, and went out to. I'm talking about sitting in the crib and cooling. Like
I could have went to his crib and played 2K and did the same shit.
But yeah, at least doing. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
but who just sits in the house is watching the paint dry though? Like, oh shit.
I'm talking about like Netflixing and chilling type style. Like,
I mean, niggas not what?
Like watch a movie. Like, yo, you want to watch a movie?
Look, y'all can go into it, but I'm gonna remain in my position.
I mean,
like,
that's
it's just funny to me. Like, even like trying to explain it to your shorty these days. Like, yo, what did you do? Oh, you know, I went to my man's house. We just sat there. You know what I'm saying? We talked and shit and watched some movies. And
I don't really think
chill. Like what?
I don't think that's a problem. Yo, me and my mans, we like
order some desserts and shit.
If we was but like yo, this time
it keeps getting sweeter. It keeps getting sweeter.
Bro,
now he's got ice cream and cake.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. There's times when me and my mans used to be we would go to the movies together. You feel me? Like yo, my whole thing
that's
is
valid though, because certain movies you're not gonna want to watch with your girl. You can't go with the kids, whatever. So you're gonna. But that's different. You still went out to do something. I'm talking about like cooling in the crib on some regular. Like if you don't smoke, you don't play 2K. If there's aren't these key things that guys can do, it's a little of a weird space. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you like being around
and
women
I
so
don't
much?
prefer to do that. I would prefer the company of women. Like we don't have to be talking or doing anything. I would rather have women around me all the time.
I personally would rather have women around myself, but I don't think because I don't like.
I like both.
Being around men. I just like women's energy. Period. I just like.
You're
women's
saying
energy.
the same thing in a different way.
I think you're saying it in a way that makes it seem one way, which is I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't want you to feel like I'm. I just boom. I'm just saying like boom. I like women because they always go and get you some food, or y'all they want to do certain shit. I like hearing women talk about some things. I feel more comfortable around women, me personally. When I'm around a lot of guys, for instance, I'm gonna have this combo right. I wasn't gonna bring this up, but I will now. Right. I have a daughter. She's 23. She's very good looking. She's like just got her driver's license, so she was like, you know, I gotta get a car. I'm like, yo, you don't have a job yet. You know, saying, yo, where you gonna get a car? The tickets out here in New York is crazy.
Real shit.
Putting gas in your car is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Flat tires. Sorry. Speak from the
Flat tires in New York is nuts.
very excessive.
Right? And she like got quiet and she was like, Dad, like I got followed last week for like 5 minutes. This dude, like he just followed me through the streets for like 5 minutes. And then like I had to go in the store so that I didn't feel like I was around people. So he followed her in the store. He followed her in the store and then he like pressed her to get her number or whatever. She wound up, you know, just taking her Instagram just to, right? She now feels like anxiety because she doesn't know if he's outside waiting once he walks off. So she dips into the train station, she gets on the train. When she's on the train, a dude walks up to her and says, do you want to model for me? She's like, I don't model. Again, just trying to be left alone. He's like, all right, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she's like, no, I'm in a relationship. I go from there, right, to having this conversation with her, whatever, about just, you know, what makes her feel safe in the streets or whatever. She's like, yo, this is an ongoing thing. It was 80 degrees, 2-3 days ago. This is after I had that conversation. I go right on my corner. I know the whole corner. I know everybody over there. Soon as a chick walked by, excuse me, miss. Chick walked by, short skirt. Nigga went run down after her. I'm standing there like this because I'm still thinking about my daughter and I'm watching the same behavior around certain shit. It's making me uncomfortable because I've elevated to a different place. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
So now when I say I don't really like being around certain shit no more, it's because of that. I'm just in a whole different space now. That certain shit just gonna annoy me, bro.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Like certain shit just gonna annoy me. So whereas I can understand certain things that what you're saying, for one, just being Loon likes going to the movies with his friends, male friends. I'm like, you don't like, this is way less gay than having this dick in here is way gay than going to watch the movie with your friend. But hey, to each their own. It's the energies now around men. Now I don't mind hanging out with positive niggas though. I don't mind hanging out with positive men. That being said, what's an emotion y'all think that men go through that people don't think most men go through?
All of them.
Yeah, the fact that we even have them. Really? You know, I would say probably depression is the initial one to some degree, but if you ask most men, they'll say, yeah, I had a period. Like, I like to think of myself as a very happy and, positive sort of person, but I definitely went through a period where I wasn't in the best place and was kind of in the sunken space, so to speak. And I didn't even really know why. And I think that just was me getting older and I wasn't where I wanted to be at the time and didn't have things set up a certain way. But that stuff was my fault. It wasn't anyone else's, but I didn't choose to express it to people. I kind of just
So how you get over that?
I just took time. It took time. It took effort. I had to kind of get back to finding myself, remembering who I was. And once I did that and started, making positive actions consistently, it kind of got me out of the rut. I started doing the things I like to do that I wanted to do and just focused on that. They say depression is, I think it was Jim Carrey, somebody, he says something like, depression is your soul telling your avatar that it doesn't like the avatar that you've created for this world. So if you don't like the way you're presenting yourself anymore, you have to change it. You have to change your profile picture, or whatever it is. So that's just kind of how I tried to treat it. I just started doing things for me specifically, things that I liked, working out, making sure I'm looking a certain way, going out, doing the things that I like to do, and just, move on. Eventually it goes away. It's like, it's kind of like the whole idea of like heaven and hell. And like, it's in your mind. You have to choose to be happy. Like joy is an act of resistance. So if you're not actively chasing it and choosing to be happy, then you're going to be fucking unhappy. And that's a bottom line. And that's just off duality. It's one or the other. So I choose to be happy, just like I choose to be around women because they make me happy. I choose to love on the pussy because it makes me happy And when she's happy, she's going to continue to make you happy. Mm-hmm. And this is a fact of life. And that happiness is energy, right? This is all, and it's neither created or destroyed. It's only transferred. So if I'm constantly sending out positive energy, happiness, love, right? I have to get that back.
Loon, what you think?
The Avatar is the blue nigga, right?
That is the movie, but when I meant
I know,
Avatar,
I'm fucking. I know you was at the party. All right, never mind.
okay.
But I feel that the answer to I can't really answer. I feel like it's common sense to know niggas go through every emotion. I feel the part that a lot of people are oblivious to, including the niggas that go through it, is how it affects them. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I would go through some shit, and it's like, oh, he be alright. But you say he'll be alright because like, yo, I know right now you not alright, but you're gonna be alright. You know,
niggas get shot every
and,
day, B.
you feel me, on some shit like that. Versus like, you know, if it's a woman, you know, she kind of, for the most part, gets approached and handled a lot more delicately. I also feel like as niggas, we sometimes tend to have a hard time being honest with ourselves about what it is that we go through. So I know for me, there was a time that like I couldn't get sad or depressed. I would just get mad, like fuck. But in reality, it's like damn, you know what I mean? But that damn is so deflating, and it's so scary to be so weak. Like damn, somebody hurt me. Like, you know, part of my friend, I can't believe this bitch did that. Or I can't believe that nigga did that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just upset. But in reality, like you really just want to cry. Like you want to cry because you sad, but you punching the wall and you don't know why tears are running down your eyes. So I feel like it ain't really about what emotions or people surprised niggas don't go through. People know niggas go through everything.
They just don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't want to act like there aren't some safe spaces out there for men. But I feel like you have to understand that you're qualified to be accepted into this safe space. Like, why would I go to AA if I don't think I'm a drunk? No, nigga, you were drunk. You need to go to rehab. Wow, if you don't think you were drunk, you're not going to go to rehab. So therefore, you can't be qualified for this safe space. You don't think you need saving. So as a nigga, you got to understand that you need to be saved. And once you realize that you need to be saved, you now open the door for somebody to actually save you.
You niggas is smoking.
You feel me?
you niggas is on fire. I was gonna say some easy shit, but shit, you niggas went on speeches.
Yeah, man.
Melly asked me today. I said we're gonna have the 200th episode. I want to go get some liquor. I want to go get balloons.
Yeah,
I want to get some fruit.
Liquor?
I wanted to.
Nigga, didn't we just have a conversation?
I said I would take
let me get the water. Let me get the water. Pass the water,
gin,
please.
or whatever it was.
Put some water in his cup. Where your cup at, bro?
Did he drink all the water?
I drank it.
Oh yeah, let me. Yeah.
That's good.
Let me get,
Nah,
wait.
Ain't
Can I
none
get a
left.
drop?
You want?
No, it's all
A
right.
drop? Bro, why do you need more liquor? Can you tell us what happened with you and liquor over the course of the last 24 hours?
Oh man, you know the Casamigos for the free codes. You know, I had the big Magnum bottle. We went out to this event last night. We had a couple bottles there, and then we ended up at some other strip club, had a bottle there. Like, I really don't know how I ended up at home, to be honest. So it's just been like, this is the first thing I did today. Like, we woke up like, oh, I got to do this today. You know, just straight alcohol. But we were talking about, like, when you're doing that, a little bit of alcohol does help, like, reset your system. Like, if you've kind of been dragging a little bit.
Such a thing. I think it's called alcohol dehydrate. It's something like that. It's I can't remember the word, but basically when your body's going through withdrawal, alcohol withdrawal. So when your body's going through that, you get this real hungover feeling. So if you give it a little bit more, it gives it a chance to balance it out.
That's a fact.
Where you don't go through that withdrawal.
Y'all niggas sound stupid.
Yeah, what?
If you drunk and you dehydrated, drink water, fellas, please. Or get a Gatorade, get a ginger ale, but just don't drink more liquor. Please do not do that. What kind of message are you sending, son? Most people just said positive messages.
People say that all the time. If you have a hangover, drink a beer.
How about you verify and stop delivering messages that you heard people say?
I think this is Googleable.
We've drunk. I've drunk before. You not a drinker. I woke up with a hangover and went and got a beer or something that was just light. Like I went and got the whole another drink just to get that shit off my back a little bit. Yes, this is.
So to get the monkey off your back, you got another monkey.
A chimpanzee. A small monkey, not a whole monkey, not a silverback.
I hate niggas. You were the
Comedy,
nigga
bro.
that need rehab I was talking about.
I be needing rehab. I be needing rehab. I definitely will ignore some shit that I'm going through because I don't think that men's supposed to go through it or men's supposed to address it. Melly asked me today, like, do you have anxiety? This is what I was talking about. Or she was like, you might have anxiety because of the way that you. Because I was like, if you have ADHD, does a group chat irritate you?
Yes.
If you have ADHD,
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, it's too much. Bing, 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 bing.
It's annoying.
I have to not be in there. I will get back to it when it calms down. I just can't. And she was like, well, you might have anxiety. I was like, well, what black man knows he has anxiety?
I feel like all black men should know that they have some kind of anxiety. I know
It's
I
a
got
fact.
anxiety. People feel like so I ain't gonna front. For the most part, growing up as black people, we kind of look at things from like one way. So when I was like 10, if you had to go see a therapist, oh, you was a psycho. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how it looks. I think about people getting anxiety, I think about people on the train. They start shaking. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on the train. That is a form of, but there's also
social anxiety.
There are different forms of anxiety. Me personally, I cannot hear my phone ring. My phone, anybody, like if you were, like, you wouldn't know you were my favorites. But like if you're not in like my emergency contact list, you will never you will never call me and hear the phone ring. I literally can't not hear the phone ring. I don't like group text messages. I don't like texts that are over a certain length. I won't read it all. But I know this though. I feel like every black man has anxiety. You just have to sit down and dissect which form of anxiety you have. Some niggas have sexual anxiety. Some niggas have jobs anxiety. Social anxiety, everybody has some kind of form of anxiety, I think.
That's crazy. What if you just got all of them?
Fuck.
Like an allergy test. Nigga, I went and took an allergy test and I had like 70, I had like 40 something of the 60 boxes checked.
Can't even go outside.
You have mad allergies?
Yeah.
There's people who are allergic to outside. That's a real thing.
Yeah,
You can
it
be
is.
allergic to outside.
But what if you have that with anxiety?
What, everything?
So basically what I was saying
Take
is,
meds.
when do you
smoke weed or
actually
something.
go to get checked for that? When do men actually go to the doctor or go to how do you even find
How do you
out that
get
you have
evaluated?
anxiety?
So so for me, it won't be a doctor. See, I know when my anxiety started. It started in like 2018 or so. I went through something that affected me to like the highest supreme level. And to this day, I don't think I really got over it. I feel I've learned to live with it, but I don't think I got over it. I've suppressed it. I didn't release it. So one of these days, it's on my to-do list right after get 2K and play with my niggas. I'm gonna actually go to a therapist and I'm gonna sit down,
Play online,
and I'm gonna the connection be bad. And I'm gonna open that bottle one of these days soon. Honestly and truthfully, I know exactly when and where and who it started with.
That you gonna go to therapy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Would you go to therapy class?
I definitely would. I think I need to be honest.
Why?
I just have a lot of fucked up outlooks on stuff and views and shit that how I think like nobody cares about dudes. Like all the shit that I've kind of
Or
been
men
saying.
hanging around men is gay.
Yeah, like, and when I said gay, I don't mean it to that exact extremity. It's just kind of like
You're not gay. You said Mo. There we go, Mo.
Yeah, exactly.
You said gay.
You said Mo.
He said gay.
Mo.
But at the end of the day, is this right?
Gay
Do you
Mo?
realize that that's what makes other men want to be super macho? Like, I don't want you to think because I'm doing this, it makes me look gay. So I'm going to do some extra shit so I don't look like that.
I don't know. Maybe that's gay too. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. For me, it's like I'm real comfortable in my skin. So that's my thing. So it's like for me, I don't care who it is. Like just be yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you're gay, that's fine too. Mm-hmm. You don't have to hide that. You know what I mean? But you don't play like both sides of the field. Don't be on both spectrums or hide it or anything. Like just be yourself. Like I have friends that are gay. I have no problem with that. Mm-hmm. But they're not like not being themselves around me. I expect them to be.
If you call a heterosexual man gay for something, you don't see how that's like not being cool with gay?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're getting like political, but in that sense, yeah, I guess. But
I don't mean to be political. I'm just saying if we talk about human being
like politically
shit,
correct.
But it's really human being shit. I'm really trying to because like I said, even with Scrappy and Klassik, right? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get you to see shit a certain way. If you gonna call me gay for being human the way I want to be human, but I don't like dick. This is like how I like carrying it. You're making it a negative thing.
Well, I think it also is going to be dependent on who the person is. If this is my friend or somebody I've known for a long time or we grew up together, then obviously in that sense, that's us just kind of like, fucking with each other, bashing each other type shit. I wouldn't make that comment with someone that just happens to be in the room chilling with.
So I'm
whoever,
thinking about it.
I mean?
I'm thinking about what you're saying, right? And the reason that my eyes went up because I started remembering. If my friend made fun of me for doing certain shit in a way like that, I may either hide it or feel bad when I'm doing it. We supposed to be friends. If you're judging me on it, I already got to deal with the shit on the outside. So boom.
But I think that's the pause culture. I think that's the whole thing that we were already doing. You know what I mean? It's not like to really bash where it's like, hey, yo, you know what I mean? That's just our culture from however long. Pause, no Diddy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just you know what I mean. It's never really to be like, yo, dead ass, you're gay. Like, and we're saying it in this kind of very assertive way. It's more like that was a little mo, like what you said, and it's more even comical in those times when we're saying it. It's not to really come at that person.
Yeah, but then niggas,
in my nature,
niggas do extra shit not to look gay.
I'm not even noticing none of that though. That's what I'm saying. I'm that sort of. I don't care what no niggas is doing at all unless they're putting money in my pocket. Or we doing something together positive or building something, like I don't care. Go do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a question. It's related to a clip that I have in my phone. It's more fun. I don't want to get political. We're supposed to be celebrating today. He needs liquor.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
I'm about to bust open that gin. Y'all think it's a game?
I'm with it.
I'm about to bust open that
I
gin.
got the 2 braids, gin and juice. Lay back.
I got a bunch of guys sitting on the couch. I want y'all to hear this question. Well, that wasn't it.
That was TikTok, wasn't it?
I don't know what the hell that was.
The most down bad thing you did to get some.
I ate a bitch out. Right? She told me like I gotta eat her pussy first, and then she asked do I have a towel. So I went to go grab her towel. When I came back, she wasn't there. So I'm thinking she kind of playing. I'm like, girl, you better get out that closet. And then when I opened the closet, it was nobody there. Like, she really left. And blocked me on everything. I didn't see her since.
So you just ate it?
The bitch stole some head. That's basically what it was.
She stole some head.
So I would feel like that was down bad because I just knew I was getting a pussy. But I kind of knew I wasn't getting a pussy, though, because while I was eating it, I was trying to be freaky, like, and eating. I pulled my shit out, and she like, wait. I'm like, yo, come on. So I kept eating it again. My shit still out. My shit on rock. So now I'm ready to put it in. So every time I got up, she like, no, you almost there. Like, hit the spot. I'm like, I'm telling you, this thing gonna hit that spot.
It's the most down bad thing you did to get.
Yo, don't even laugh, bro, because that happened to me. Don't even laugh, bro. I told you, I was eating shorty box. I was on this chick ass for fucking months before she let me come to the crib. But we worked together. So it's different. Like, I would have not been on her body like that if you don't give me a certain energy. When I'm trying to holler at you, I'm moving on. It is what it is. But I see you every day, ass fat, legs too, She walking by, dressed just ass going crazy every day. I'm like, nah, yo, why would you wear that here? So, we gotta, we talk a lot. It was the type of job where we talk a lot. It was months that went by, bro. She finally let me come to the crib. I'm on it. Yeah, it's time. She talking good too. I get up there. I'm eating so much pussy. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. I wanted this girl so bad. I wanted all over me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm just like, yes. You know what I mean? I'm feeling the leg. I can't believe I got her with her legs around me. I'm like, yeah. Like, you understand?
I do.
I made one crucial mistake, though. I was in such a rush to go over there. I didn't have no condoms.
You said how bad was she again?
Super duper.
That's
But
raw
she
pickle.
stopped. She stopped me. She stopped me.
A raw pickle situation.
When I went to go up, I'm not even sure if she stopped me or if I went into my wallet like, oh, fuck, I ain't got a condom. Because I'm used to women having condoms, too.
That's a fact.
I'm used to women having something like, nah, here, right here, take this one.
But that's also a tactic they could use sometimes. They know, like, let's see how. I've definitely had situations where something didn't go down a certain way because I didn't have a condom. That's just like, it's part of it. It's like,
that's part of the game. So I went to the store. Store was right there in the corner.
By the time you got to go to the store, it's over. Pussy dried up.
Bro, she ain't let me back in the crib, bro.
That's vicious. That's nasty work is what we call that.
I'm on the phone looking at the window like this. She's like, nah, honestly, I changed my mind. I don't really feel comfortable going through with it. You know, I liked it. I had a lot of fun, but I just don't want to go through the whole thing. I'm outside like.
We can't even watch a movie or something. Can't cook a nigga a plate or something.
So, let me first just start.
Had to walk home, bro.
Not even an Uber.
Nah, this back.
She
in
didn't
the
even
day.
send you in the Uber.
Nah, this back in the day. There wasn't no
Vicious.
Ubers back then. Every nigga been in a situation where he ate box and didn't get no box. It happens to the best of us.
That's a fact.
You feel
Even me,
Like,
classic.
it is what.
Even me is crazy.
This is a fact.
It's tough.
Even King Dick.
Yeah. Even me.
The real KD. Yeah. But the reason why I feel what happened to Son and what happened to you is different. I don't like what she did to that nigga. For the simple fact, like, one, you just gonna like just up and leave a nigga crib. You know what I mean? Like, so me, how I'm looking at it is like this, right? I'm eating box. She ups and leaves the crib. Now, I might be the nigga that's taking it too far, but what if something happened to her between her crib and on her way home? Second of all, you just gonna like ghost me and block me. Like, damn, did I do something wrong? Did I offend you? Did I hurt you? Did you see something? All these things run through my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, what
damn,
actually
like,
happened?
what actually happened? Like, are you okay? Like, are you crazy? Like, I need answers. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I personally don't like how she did that to Son. I'll keep it a buck. What she did to you was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. But at least you got the answer.
Nah,
Yo,
that
I
was
don't want to go
vicious.
through with this anymore. That's the answer. Might not be the answer you want.
But from outside,
Yeah.
Bro, I mean,
I
my
think that-
dick's dripping. Like,
so-
it's mad pre-cum stuck to my
Not
leg.
letting him
Like,
back up.
drip
I
on the
think,
hydrant,
is
nigga.
crazy. Not letting him even back up at all. I think it's like, what if he like left something upstairs or something? She was gonna throw it out the window.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I gotta
dogs,
use the bathroom.
this was consensual. I didn't force you into this.
You didn't, but she changed her mind. And unfortunately,
But from outside, you have a man-to-man with me.
Maybe
not
her
a
real
man.
nigga was about to come home or some shit.
She did have a man.
Yeah.
But still.
You know?
So then that's what happened.
What?
That's your answer. If she had a man, she was like, "Oh my god, I'm goofing off, letting the homie eat my box. I'm probably gonna let him crack, and I want to avoid that. I have a dude, so I already went past a certain line. She started thinking about it when you left to get the yondom.
Mm-hmm.
You should have just slid raw pickle.
Matter of fact, I had a girl do something similar like that to me not that long ago. Like
Not that long
maybe
ago.
like last year sometime. There's a chick that I was fucking. We was fucking, and after we fucked, we took a. I want to say I think I might have. I don't know if I took a nap before. I had fucked already a couple times. She came to my crib that time. I was mad tired. I don't remember if I was fake taking a nap before we fucked or after. But she didn't like the fact that I was sleeping. She just upped and left. But how she did was she up going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and I just heard my door clack. And I'm like, trying to line the cuz?
Nah.
And then I hear my gate, bring. I'm like, then I hear the Uber, plaques. And I'm like, yo, what's
You
up?
live on the first floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, what's up?
You was just laying there throughout all of these sound effects?
Butt ass naked.
Nigga,
I'm calling,
she
she
coulda
not
cleaned your whole
answering.
crib
I'm
out.
like, yo. And then finally, like days later, but for those days, I was saying like, yo, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Man, this is a girl I had already fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine how he probably feel about a chick that he didn't even fuck yet. So I'm assuming like that was like their first encounter.
That happened to me,
shit
too.
not cool, bro. Like
I had
it's
a chick
funny
leave 'cause I
story, but
farted.
it's not cool. I'd have left too. You're disgusting.
I did that. I did not believe she was gonna leave the crib. She's like, yo, you mad nasty. I'm like, yo, this is my crib. Like, she's like, yo, you just gonna fart around me? And dead ass walked out into the hallway and I heard the door close and I'm like, nah. Just like you, I heard the gate go cling. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I went and looked out in the hallway. My door was open and shit. I'm like,
Oh, you couldn't even close my door.
Shorty really left because I farted?
You had
Nah.
no longevity there anyway. Like how long? You
yeah,
gonna
no,
hold
no,
your-
we wasn't.
How long you gonna hold your farts in your own crib? I don't give a fuck. This is my crib. You could leave.
Yo,
You better go spray. You better go spray something.
Can I tell the story talking about farts? I ain't gonna front. Right? Yo, this not even.
Why you
romantic.
always got a story?
Nah, I was working. This is when I was working at. This is during the pandemic. I'm working at. I hope he don't listen to this. I'm working at Mount Sinai, right? And one of my co-workers that I met at the time, we used to carpool together. He used to live somewhere over here when I was living in the Star. So I used to drop him home every day. I didn't have a problem. But then one day I was like, yo, I ain't dropping this nigga home. Y'all mad gas. I just got a fart in the V on my way back home. I dead ass just told the nigga I was going to Jersey just so I could drop him a fart in peace. That was the most relaxed ride home ever. But
Nigga was hotboxing the farts.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
is crazy.
Black. You feel me?
That's crazy.
But since we are here, I do got a question for you guys. What is the pettiest reason you stop fucking with somebody for?
Because her pussy stank.
Yeah, I would say her breath stank. That gotta be mine. But that's not really a bad. Is that really bad?
I don't think that's petty. I think that's a real. I think that's a real alarming thing.
Let me see.
It gotta be something. It gotta be. And I
That's
like
real alarming.
Your shit's kind of alarming too. It gotta be something petty. Like,
All right.
like if somebody heard that, like, nigga, you really stopped fucking with her for that. Like,
I fucked up. There was a chick that I really liked, and I found out that she was messing with somebody that I didn't like. A dude. She had messed with him before.
oh yeah,
It just turned me off. I was like, you gave him some box.
Yeah, I can't be your type. I'm good.
So I told the story before. He lived on that corner. So when I kicked her out the crib, I was like, "No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go." And I was like, "And you gotta go that way, cause I don't want. I don't give a fuck. You gotta go to the right, cause he lived to the left, and I don't want him to know that you came from my crib. Cause I don't want him to know that I fucked with you.
Yeah, go to bed.
Since you used to fuck with him, and that was petty as shit, cause she was gorgeous. I tried to chase her down for years after that. She would not give me no box.
I think I know mine now. I think the pettiest thing was I had a girl, we lived together and all that, and I stopped the moment that we broke the stick that broke the camel's back was she didn't give me a PlayStation 5.
That wasn't that long ago.
I know.
That shit just dropped.
No, I know.
You said what was
but listen, this was during the pandemic.
I get it.
Right? My birthday is right before when the pandemic had started or whatever. Mind you, I have moved from New York to go be with this girl in California. I had got whatever job, whatever it was. I was paying for everything. Bitch was bad as fuck. I give her that. She wasn't paying for anything. This was 6, 7, 8 months later. I don't care if I ask you for something specific, I don't care what it is. I don't care that people are dying around the world. I don't care that kids is hungry in Africa. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If we're in a relationship, and I'm going to keep it a stack, if I can't ask no other hoes for stuff because I'm with you specifically, you better get me what I asked you for. That's just how I feel.
A PlayStation?
Yes.
You know what? I agree.
You said petty.
You said I agree?
Yeah, I agree. I had a situation
but
like
it
that
was because that's all I asked
How does
for.
that breakup go?
Because it could have been anything. I could have been like, it literally could have been anything. It was the point that I said, this is the only thing I want. And this started from a Christmas situation, right? Where she's like, what do you want? That I'm like, for Christmas, I want this. I didn't get it. I got a bunch of other dumb shit that I didn't give a fuck about. Here's what made me more mad. She said to me, the stuff I got you cost more than the PlayStation anyway. I'm like, so I should slap you now or later? Because what you said was dumb. You should have got me the PlayStation because I don't care about any of this shit that you just got me. Then when I gave it back to her, some of the stuff, because I'm never going to wear it. She bought me like stupid shit. I can't even explain it right now. So yes, if I ask you, you don't listen. That's really what it was. It was the principle. I didn't really break up with her because of the PS5. I broke up with her because she's not listening. I don't care about none of that other shit. You're not working. She could have saved $100 a month. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me, bro, she was bad. And I know what she was doing to make money. Mm-hmm. So she's not going to tell me she didn't have it. She had good credit, all sorts of shit. I don't care. Figure it out. Even if she had to go on eBay and pay $1,000, I don't care that it was hard to get this and the third. Bro, I asked you for one thing. You don't get it, bet. You could go.
So let me ask you a question. So you...
Gangster.
You dead ass did that?
I packed my shit up that day and I moved out. Everything I love, bro. I got the receipts, bro. And guess who ended up buying me a PS5? My ex. Oh God, shout out to Monet Divine.
Oh my God.
On God, nigga.
Shit.
Oh my
I got the
God.
receipts.
Oh my God.
It was vicious. Nasty work. You could go. I said, matter of fact, oh wait, I could go. I'm out.
He said I could go.
Oh, you think this shit is a game? Cool. You thought the PS5 was just a game.
Nah. This is a game.
This shit is real life. You about to feel it. I'ma make you feel it. Yeah.
I get it.
So what the fuck is the pettiest thing? Can you match him?
Nah, I got the PS5.
That's got to be the pettiest thing I've ever heard.
She got me my PS5.
I got 2 now.
I
Shit.
stopped fucking with this girl because her kid was too bad. He ain't know how to behave.
Like Bebe's kids?
Yeah.
I don't think that's petty though.
I didn't like her. I didn't really like that. Like I would go over there and the nigga would like just step on my toes and shit. And then I'd be like, he's bad. I was like, chill. And he'd do it again. And I'm like, yo, tell him stop, chill. And then she would be saying like, yo, that's bad. I said, yo, all right, seriously, you need to tell him to stop. I don't really like how she didn't have control over that little nigga. I keep it a buck. And honestly and truthfully, I saw myself being in a situation where I might have like plucked him in the air and she'd have been tight. So yeah, you know what? So to stop
not
this
petty,
from
though.
escalating further, you stay with this little bad motherfucker. You like his dad anyway.
All right. So, yo, that story, when they make that clip, just mute Instagram. But this is what I'm gonna say. I do have a story about quote unquote listening that I'd like to read. I found it, and when you spoke about that, I was like, damn, this kind of relates to this topic. I had sex for the first time ever with my boyfriend, but he texted me the day after with a list of the mistakes I made.
Not an evaluation.
I lost my virginity to my boyfriend a couple days ago. I knew that going in, I was going to be nervous and clumsy. The sex was pretty awkward, and sometimes it hurt, so I had to ask him to stop a bit. He did come, but I couldn't come, probably due to nerves. Anyway, the next day, I woke up to a text from him basically listing the things I did wrong during sex. This is the list. Be sexier. Don't be quiet. Moan and scream. That was number 1. Number 2.
Oh, I didn't realize
That was a big one.
It was a multi.
One ABC.
Yeah, that's 1. A, B, and C.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Number 2. Oh, fuck. Your head game needs a lot, L-O-T, in capital, of work. Look it up.
She's a virgin.
Number 3. Don't act awkward. You're not a virgin anymore, so don't act like it.
Oh, he's goofing.
Number 4. You need to get better at shaving. Number 5. Don't tell a guy to stop when he's getting into it. It ruins the mood. Number 6. Let me try what I want. Not letting me ruins the mood. Number 6. Don't be shy. It's not sexy.
That guy's a goof troop.
She lost her virginity the wrong one.
That's a fact. She's a virgin. Like what? Or she was like she's not gonna just go from one side to the other immediately. So you have to be willing to at least teach her and then give her the time to start practicing the things that you want her to be into. But to just say, do this and be this that's never gonna go over well. In my past, at least, you gotta have a softer approach, at least. Be a little more eloquent with your words, bare minimum.
Loon, what do you think?
Right message, right energy, wrong approach. She's a virgin. She doesn't know anything. She's like a fucking sex dummy. She literally sex for dummies. She needs sex. She needs sex for dummies. And as a nigga who's not a virgin, you should know that. So if you are inheriting this quote unquote virgin, you know what comes with the proximity of being a virgin. So with that being said, you can't expect grade A sex off the first round. What the fuck you think this is? LeBron James? Nigga, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So with that being said, okay, it's nothing wrong with saying, yo, we got to, you know what? How about instead of giving her the write-up, the evaluation, you could have easily phrased it as, you know what, yo, you a virgin. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty cool. You know, like you did good for your first time. Even if she didn't, tell her that she did.
Encourage.
In order for us to get to euphoria, how about we do this and then we do that? You know, and
Positive
maybe, and you know what? And then when we do this some more, you tell me some shit that you like. You know what I'm saying? Then I can start making my list of the things that I need. There's certain ways you manipulate conversations to get your message across. So I get where he's coming from. Like, yo, you know, these are the things that I like. This and the third. But my nigga, you have a virgin. Like, what kind of? I actually don't even. I feel like it's a time and place, and this ain't really the time or the place to be having that conversation.
I feel like that guy was a virgin too, maybe.
Yeah, he probably just didn't know it. You ain't know it.
You're obviously not dealing with a bunch of women if you have to send a bulletproof text. First of all, there shouldn't be a text that she could show her friends, right? Because they're immediately going to violate you in the group chat. Like, what's this nigga on? Like, so he could have easily spoke to her in person and say, hey, babe, you know, I was feeling this. I know you're a virgin. I want to try this. Let's practice on this. Let's watch pornos. Let's go to a party and watch other people so you can kind of get an idea. But definitely sending that sort of bullet point sort of thing is always going to make her recluse, if anything. Like, oh, shit, like, I didn't know my head was trash.
It's just nuts. Like, that shit, you got to learn how to not scare the pussy. Why would you dry her shit up like that? When you could literally have fun with this. If she's so new to it, bro, that means there's a world of things that you could get her to want to try and make her interested in and get her open, or things that you could show her, like, if that's what you wanted to do. Because me personally, I really don't want a virgin.
I remember when that was like an exciting concept.
In like 2000.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you get you a virgin.
But if you're going to do that, then you got to take on what comes with that. And that's why I wouldn't want to have sex with a virgin. Because I want somebody that's experienced, that has done this a million times over.
Give me a nice whore.
Yeah. I want
that's
a
clean
whore.
and tested. I take one of those every time.
God damn it. I want a whore.
I ain't
like capital.
Yeah.
And guys be like wanting a whore, but they don't want them to have a lot of bodies. And I'm like, yo, you too worried
Doesn't
about
even
the
go
other
together.
niggas. Like, I ain't.
If you got a fresh test and I could see it,
I don't care about
I don't care about none of those bodies.
Yeah. Loon.
I feel like we also missing the bigger point. You here talking about he dried the pussy up, nigga. He might have dried her life up. You know what something like that to a virgin would do to her mentally? Like,
That's a
moving
fact.
forward. She probably don't want to have sex never the fuck again.
That's a fact.
Like, if her first response is, yo, I don't ever want to have sex ever again, I will get it. I will understand it. Like, nigga, her fucking insecurity is high and her confidence probably low as fuck. And she's a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes, I feel like something like, that's why I like, you got to be delicate with the people that you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We actually, I apologize for, we actually did our first episode of Sexplorations on our Patreon this week, right? You did the second episode. The girl on the first episode, it's a show that we're putting on our Patreon. Stay tuned. The girl on the first episode said that the guy that she dated when she was young actually told her box was trash. Told her like I don't know, he just like down to so much that going forward she would always need affirmations. She would always be worried about how good her box was because her first person continuously downed her. So Loon, you spot on with that. Like I literally and you're gonna watch this episode. You're gonna see this woman continuously brought up questions about, what about if I had a baby? Does that make the box trash? Or what about this? Does that make the box trash? And I'm like, yo, stop thinking about that nigga. That nigga was wrong for what he did to you. But this shit affected her for years after that.
Also, what people don't understand is too, this is not this is not a concrete thing, but a lot of the times your insecurities form your love languages, if you think about it. So say a nigga like me, right? I went through a situation not quite like hers, but so let's say something similar to hers. So like now at this point in time in my life, I can't fuck with a girl who doesn't reassure me that like I'm that nigga to her. Like I require words of affirmation. Like I need that shit. I need to know like I'm that nigga to you. And when I walk out and when you walk out, you know that I'm that nigga and I'm doing that nigga things. You need to feel like I'm that nigga. You need to make me feel like I'm that nigga. Not a consistent thing, but it's a feeling that I need based on a situation that I went through where somebody didn't make me feel like that. And not only did she not make me feel like I wasn't that nigga, she made me feel like I was this nigga. And this is the nigga you don't want to be. So now I need to be reassured that I'm never this nigga. You know? And a lot of times, yeah, like if you really go back and you think about it, the things that stimulate you stem from some shit that you was insecure about when you was younger. Or some shit that might have happened to you.
That's a really good motherfucking insight.
So sometimes I'll be right.
Good motherfucking insight.
Sometimes I'll be right.
All right. We've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. We have a live audience in here. I'm excited for the choices that we have today for this 106 in Dark. Klassik has no idea what's going on.
I don't even know what's going on.
He did, but he's given us consent.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, show the shit. He's don't give a
turn
fuck.
it up,
He's a
whatever.
content creator. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
So you know what,
I did
Klassik,
it
you're
also.
gonna narrate this whole shit today. It's on him. It's on him.
I wouldn't do that.
It's on him.
That's not fair.
It's on him.
You don't know what I have in store.
I don't trust you.
Exactly. That's the point. I wouldn't trust me either.
So it's exactly why he's narrating it. I got faith in you, bro. You got this, bro.
I can't. I'm illiterate. I can't read out loud.
Oh, you don't have to read nothing.
Oh shit!
You ain't got to
trying to
read
get out of
nothing. It's going to be right there on that screen, live and direct. Loon, take us away.
All right, ladies and gents, kings and queens, and those in between. This is the part of the show where things are going to get a little weird with the audio. If you're listening to this from the general public, from Gen Pop, it's going to cut off and it's going to pick back up. You're not going to know what the fuck is going on. And it's meant to kind of be like that. You want to know why? Because this kind of shit is not made for Gen Pop. This is the 106 in Dark segment. So in order for you guys to participate and experience what we're about to go through, you have to be on Patreon. You have to be a member. You have to be affiliated. Please go to patreon.com/thehardorsoftshow. Again, that is patreon.com/thehardorsoftshow. And we will be back before you know it.
But now, what did y'all think about the 106 in Dark? We're back in the show. Come on, Loon. Don't do that.
I need a cigarette. I don't want to smoke. I just want to have that shit lit.
Klassik, what did you think about
Set
the
the
106 in Dark segment?
It's interesting. I think we learned some stuff.
Yeah, we talked about Smut a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Smut.
I thought Smut was a hoe.
I did too.
Smut.
That is synonymous too, but as a porn genre, it's different. Yeah. So we learned those distinctions. I think I took at least one of those things that I will attempt to try.
Yeah.
At some point.
I took about 3 or 4 of them.
So
I want to do praying mantis. I'm gonna try praying mantis. I think that's the easiest one.
Be able
It's
to
not.
do
I'm
it.
telling you. Trust me.
No.
Do it right now.
Yo, don't you dare try that right. Oh my god.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to be fucking. You just have to.
Yeah, you
see
can't
if
even
can't
get
do
that
it.
balance all the way. But if he was
He's not
holding a
able-
neck,
flexible enough to. You have to.
if
yeah,
he was
you-
holding a
you
neck
have
to
practice
counterbalance,
it. You can't.
He was holding the neck
to counterbalance it,
to be able to.
And
Yeah.
he was on a bed. You know how much harder
With
that
the
shit is on a
smush.
bed?
Yeah.
He does yoga.
No.
Who does yoga? Him?
That guy.
That nigga does hot pro. That nigga does everything. That nigga does ice skating or something. I heard that. Wow. That's wow.
I want to do praying mantis. I want to do
squats.
garbage bag. I do garbage bag.
We know you do garbage bags.
I would. All right.
We know.
I get hot too easily. I can't do the garbage bag.
I'll fuck around and die by
shit.
mistake. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yo, that's crazy. You right.
Oh my
The
god.
amount of sweat that you going through in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, you going through it.
Yeah, I'm not.
P90F.
You going
pass.
through it in there. I'm with all. I think I do almost all of it. By the way, I saved you. Just know.
How so?
There was videos in that I had prepared that I took out.
Thank God.
Just know I saved you. I saved most of y'all.
No, I
We're gonna
want
say
to.
Yo, bro, get the saving and be quiet. I'm trying to be heroic. Please.
Say less. Say less.
Stop. Just chill out. Just chill out.
Are you ever gonna show it?
Huh?
Are you ever gonna show it?
Probably next week when it's just me, you, Loon, and whoever else we have here.
God, I got a sick day.
We have
Check
100
my
Days of
sick
Summer here
days.
next week who's going to do a live demonstration on the show
Oh, that's dope.
of ways and things that we can do to pleasure women. So looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, if you're open to being a volunteer, he needs a live volunteer in the house so that he can manipulate your body. Hit us up at Hard or Soft. Hit us up at thehardorsoftshow@gmail.com. DM us on Instagram or hit us on the Discord. So, because we need a volunteer. Anyway, welcome to the Hard or Soft Show. The show where we talk about things men like and don't like about sex, the things that make us hard and the things that make us soft. I am here with the ambiance, Mr. Debonair. Loon, why you going to sleep? You all right?
No,
You just wanted more accolades? I don't do that the way you do it. You know, you got all of the AKAs and shit like that. But Mr. King Loon the First,
I'll take it.
AKA, you would take this too?
Only because I'm tired today. I don't have any energy to fight back.
Dr. Tongue. Show the people your tongue so that they know what's going
I am
on.
not putting my tongue on display, bro. I am not doing that.
Good.
I just said no. Y'all don't understand when men say no.
Just
Just
give-
I'm trying to coerce me. I said
Just
no.
give it just one. It's a 2
Yo,
episode.
all right.
They want to know
I'm going
what's
to HR.
going on.
I'm going to HR.
And
God damn it.
Mr. Klassik. Is it Mr. Klassik?
Mr. Klassik. Yeah.
Mr.
With a K. on both
Klassik.
sides.
What is so classic about Mr. Klassik?
That dick.
Yo,
That's a great answer.
Who the fuck
That's what's classic, my boy.
Carmelli?
Is when I don't even have
did
to
Melly
answer.
yell out that dick?
And mine, she wouldn't even know.
Listen, that's part of being classic. I don't even have to answer questions like that.
I was like,
That was a classic moment right there.
Melly, you horny fuck.
I made a
she's-
great guess.
She's right though. I mean, it's definitely that. It's just a lifestyle in general. You know, I pride myself on being a certain way, carrying myself a certain way, treating people a certain way with respect, and you know, basically like being able to stand out, but also being able to blend in at the same time. Just being a upstanding person, just all around, just like basic shit. I really don't know how to explain it in full, but if you were to go out with me or to go do something, it kind of like speaks for itself. And it's also just the energy that I give off, So,
you're a content creator?
That's correct. Actually, I wouldn't call myself a content creator. I was in the porn industry. I did management. I managed a few different well-known girls that we would all know. I've shot with most of them, a lot of the majors. I did a lot of the behind the scenes work, so I also shoot and edit videos. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I'm just a content creator. I really call myself the most well-known unknown porn star. Because a lot of people don't know who I am or why I'm around, but I always tell them to just ask their bitch, ask their shorty, because she knows. She knows who I am.
Ring the bell.
Oh, that's right. My boy said it with confidence. Ask your
Respectfully.
All right. Well, we have 3 segments that we get through before we leave the show today. All right. The first one is, what made you hard this week? What made you hard this week? Loon, you got anything? What's that?
So, before I start, I got a question for you. How long you been growing your hair for?
That's what made you hard?
Relax. I'm going somewhere with this.
I'm sorry. It's just weird. My bad.
It's hard to say. I've had long hair kind of my whole life, so at some point it stopped growing. I did cut it at one point and regrew it. So if I had, I would say like a few years is how long it took to really get to that length. But at some point it just stops growing. So it's like.
So you would say that chicks really love your hair?
For sure. I think there's a number of girls that I never personally fucked them. My hair did, because they had made the choice beforehand. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with me. They were just like, I just want to fuck a dude whose hair is like that. Or they would say, I want to pull your braids while fucking. Yeah. And I would be like, bet. Like
they almost fetishize you
right away. So I didn't have to really do any work. I just had to make sure my hair was braided.
Now, Loon, I know you going somewhere with this, but I told you about when this happened to me when I went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking shorty, and I'm killing. I know I'm doing a great job. Her shit go crazy, and she just starts screaming out, "I love New York. I love New York."
Oh my God!
Yes. This chick from Atlanta, son. I'm knocking it down, and she starts screaming out, "I love New York. I love New York," and I'm just cracking up because what's wrong with you? But she was a fun girl, so I know she was joking, but it's mad funny to say some shit like that. Like, it's hilarious. But go ahead, Lil. What were you getting to?
So I had to say this. I feel like, when it comes to sex, it's such a broad thing. I feel like humans will never ever view sex for the whole spectrum. It's like the ocean. You're only ever going to discover, they only know like maybe 15% of the ocean. The ocean is a real big, broad, unknown thing. And I feel like that about sex. The reason why I asked you about hair is because I had an experience. It's a girl that I was fucking on and off for years. Cool girl. Shout outs to her. The other day she pulls up on me and like she got like a short haircut. Like I'm talking about like Nia Long type shit. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Lisa. Remember Lisa from the Fresh Prince? She got the Lisa. Yo, my dick just could not control himself. I'm talking about she walked in and my shit just yo, chill out. That's why I'm talking to my dick like, yo, what's going on? What are we doing here? What's really happening here? And bro, when she took off her clothes and I'm just looking at her naked, yo, that hairstyle in general just gave her a whole different glow, whole different meaning. She don't even look like the same person anymore. And then, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm on the train, and it happens again. I realize that I'm literally attracted to a specific hairstyle. Like, you don't even have to be that attractive. The hairstyle on you makes you attractive to me. So, I say, one, my heart was Nia Long short hairstyles. But my question is, have you guys ever encountered a girl with maybe a specific hairstyle or pattern that just did something to you? Like, it don't matter who got it. If they got it, it automatically makes them look better to you. It don't matter what it is.
I would say maybe like it has to be mixed with the complexion, but like a honey blonde or certain blonde on like a certain kind of
Cali look.
skin tone is like
That Cali look.
It just killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, and not every girl can pull it off, and they don't always get the right kind of blonde. You know what I mean? But when they get it right, I think that's definitely like take them up a notch for sure.
Yeah. I like a chick with some style, definitely. I had a chick that had the Cassie look. That half shave shit.
Ooh, she got to be sexy.
But you had to, she was very.
You got to be fire.
She was a different level.
You got to be borderline
sexy.
perfect.
She would show up in different Benzes. Like, so I knew she was coming from a different lifestyle.
That's a fact.
Yeah, she was. She had different cars and shit. Yeah, she was a different lifestyle type of chick, but her style was crazy. And at the time, because this is in the, I want to say early 2000s, all of those styles was not normal. Like, you didn't see nobody else. In the 2000s, like 2002, 3, shit like that.
Early though.
Yeah, so when she would pop out, like, I remember one time before she cut her hair, she had the what's this
not
called?
damn, right?
The
This ain't
Munchkins.
damn, right?
What's them things where you got a bunch of them?
Oh,
but like
The Bantu knots?
Bantu knots. And she's the first girl I've ever seen do that.
She's ahead of her time.
But she was fire
Jada
in
Pinkett
them.
Matrix too.
Huh?
The
Yeah,
Jada
like shorty,
Pinkett.
like Jada Pinkett in the Matrix. Yeah, where she had the little things. Yeah.
I don't remember
Little
that.
knots,
But yeah, you know, the little all over her
circular,
head and
little
shit.
circular
Just
things.
talk
Yeah.
Bantu, whatever.
Yeah.
But but when you got some style though, when you know how to do some shit, yo, chicks is fire, son. Yeah. Women be some fire fucking shit. So
Women are my favorite.
yeah.
I would hope so.
What made me hard this week? I will say the use of sex toys. Obviously, y'all know I like sex toys. Y'all see I got
don't say.
butt plugs up here.
I didn't know you like sex toys.
I got a new one.
I'm not surprised.
I want to show y'all
I don't want to see it.
what it is.
I don't want to see it.
I don't care. See this, bro. So, my new favorite sex toy is this. What is it?
I don't
A
fucking
vibrating butt plug.
Is that a diamond on the bottom?
With a gem.
Right?
No.
But
Oh, that's the
Vibrates.
controls.
Shit got the nerve to be
Knew it.
It
purple.
looks like it's gonna wiggle or something. Oh,
Oh, it moves.
I knew it.
Nah, you a freak ass boy.
The wiggle is crazy.
this shit turns in the box, in the butthole. We did hardorsoft raw with Hello It's Leah though. I don't know if you know who that is.
Actually, that name sounds.
Hello It's Leah
familiar.
though. And she said, she said that one of the hardest orgasms she's ever had was with this in the bum, and she was playing with her new wand. And she said that shit made her body shake. So of course, you know, I got the link. I haven't used it yet because I wanted y'all to see it.
Getting one. That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, nah, that's fire. What do y'all think? Does anybody in here use butt plugs? No? Ty, would you use this?
Yeah.
Do you think what do you think this would do? This alone, just hitting your
son,
anal
Ty
canal
is
would get you
mad
up by itself.
funny.
You could nut from just this.
I think so.
Son, Ty is so funny. She's so simple. He said, "What would it do? Get me off."
What it's supposed to do.
She said, "Yeah, send that,
I'm
nigga."
in love with this, so I'm definitely taking it home, and I'm using it. Oh well, if she,
You're
gives me
already
permission.
home.
If she, no, I'm not. I don't live here anymore. You know that.
Sorry.
So yeah, look, Jam said I want it. She said I want 12. Yeah. So the ladies be liking that. Are you into butt play?
Not for myself, no, but yes, I love girls' buttholes.
Girls being into
passionately.
it. Yeah. Would you get one of those? And
Yeah, I think I would have it on deck. Why not? You know, you never
would
know.
you give her one of these?
I'm not so into that one so much. I don't know why, but I'm just.
It's
not.
too big, bro. Can you imagine a chick just pulls this out her butt?
I also feel like
We
glass
can.
is not the best
We
for
seen bigger.
the anal. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like just like if you have a mistake or accident,
Yeah.
it could be vicious.
Yeah. But I think that is solid.
It's like a nice piece maybe to be there with your other sex stuff, but
Yeah.
not for me personally.
Yeah.
I would have that. The wiggle unit would be more my thing.
Yeah. And it's
Because I'll
soft.
throw that in, boom, throw that in for her, and then just start clapping from the back too. Double it up. You probably don't got as much work to do, and then you could probably feel it wiggling around.
Yeah. And you could feel it.
Yeah,
That's crazy. You know what? She used the
like a stranger.
wand. Oh, she
It's like on the other side of the wall. Hello.
And he's coming in and he's leaving
Yeah.
again. It's like that mouse that comes in and goes out back out the door. You see that meme? That's the vibrator. Okay, let's finish this shit the hell up. The hard things men like about sex. The things that make us hard. Does anybody have one? Things men like about sex. The things that make us hard. Klassik, you got anything?
Smell's a big factor for me. Like
Yeah.
if she smells good
Yeah.
in totality, and then the no smell is the next part, which is like if I can put my face in your ass and your pussy and love it, you know what I mean? Like that turns me on. If I could do that, if I get within a foot and I go, that makes me soft.
Sometimes pussy be smelling like the gym.
It be smelling like the gym.
Even if, and I'll say even if they have like a little, I can understand that some girls are
you
gonna
was
have a
in
little
squats today.
smell. They're gonna have something a little personalized to them, but I still gotta listen to my body. Like I feel like, and this is for anyone, and this is for all the dudes out there. If you're not aware, if you just out there fucking with stinky box bitches, like and you're not sure how to rate it or how you should go about it, you have to just listen to yourself. If you get close to there and you go, and you have like a strong feeling of retraction, like, you need to leave it alone. If it smells like death, you need to leave it alone. If it smells like bacalao or whatever the fuck they call it, gefilte fish, leave it alone. If you wouldn't put your mouth on it, leave it alone.
Oh, so the pussy guys like baccarat, huh?
Something. You know what I mean?
You told him, said I fuck with baccarat.
It gotta smell right. You know what I mean?
Now, obviously, box do be having its own smell. There's a pussy smell.
That's a fact.
There's a pussy smell. So it's a thing. But I don't think he's talking about a regular smell. He's talking about when there's an issue down there.
If you can't stand it,
don't try.
then don't. Yeah, it's over.
But is there a way to talk about that? Is there
Hell no. I have a girl right now, to this day, that she will never know that the reason I stopped doing certain things is because her box smelled. For facts. And I went back after knowing. I'll tell you. I probably shouldn't tell the story because she'll know maybe exactly what it is. I had a situation. I ran into a threesome. Right, I was having a threesome, and I brought the girl. Like I was already dealing with this one girl. She was like, "Why don't you bring a girl?" I'm like, "All right, bet." Brought the girl. Running into the threesome lane. We're getting there. They're starting to fool around. The girl who I was already dealing with, like she, like they're starting to like play with each other's pussy, whatever. And she just stops the whole threesome right in the middle. And she goes, "Klassik, come out here for a second. I need you to grab something for me from the cabinet." I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like we're
Right now?
Yeah, like this is horrible timing. Whatever though. Go out into the kitchen or whatever. And she goes, "Nigga, do you smell that?" And I said, and I kind of I did the retractive, like, oh shit, like that don't put that near my mouth right now. So, and we had a slight argument for a moment, and that threesome stopped.
You had an argument with the girl with your shorty because you brought.
They were
somebody over
neither
there
one
that
of them
wasn't-
were my shorties, right? I was kind of fucking on one, and it's a whole longer story. But the one that I brought, which I have more of a history with, is what I'll say, is the one that wasn't smelling the greatest. Now, at the time, I already had that situation with her where there was times where I didn't like it so much.
The smell.
Yes. However, sometimes we're better than others, so I tried to be considerate of the fact of maybe I'm catching her at bad times or whatever the case is.
Every time is a bad time.
That's rough because it's not like she did nothing. Like it's because when a woman has that type of odor,
She's great.
Sometimes it's a hygiene thing. It's not a hygiene thing. It's just something that's going on in her body.
And I try to be conscious of all that. And what's funny is she's a great person. I love to be around her. She's super chill, easy to get along with. She looks great.
Yeah.
But she was getting the gummy. When I would smell that, I didn't, like I said, it stopped the threesome. And then I already had it in the back of my mind, but I was still like willing to kind of move past it a little bit. But for the whole nother shorty to point it out, that shit was implanted. This was like Inception at this point. I was like, damn, this bitch pussy stink for sure.
Yeah.
Then I spin the block again. Like months, whatever later. Cool, pull up to shorty's crib, chilling, da-da-da. She started giving up the mean neck. I'm like, all right, cool. And she's doing like, we're on the couch. She's like doggy, giving me the neck. So, we niggas, what are you going to do? La, 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 you know, let me see what's going on over here. She's going crazy. And I go, oh, not again. This is not by mistake. You know, something's going on.
Damn.
And when I did that, and I legit, she wanted to fuck bad. And I dead ass made up a reason. I'm like, you know, I really gotta go.
Did you ever tell her that?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because this was really a friend of mine. And I just didn't
I've literally told a chick that I was messing with.
I just didn't have the heart, bro. I don't know what, you know what it is too? It was like that same situation happened. I actually told her why the threesome stopped. So I made it seem like it wasn't me. Like, you know, the girl was kind of like, you know, maybe shit was like a little funny or whatever.
Tart.
Type shit. And she responded to me like, nigga, like, you know it's not me. Like, my shit is immaculate. Like, she didn't know. Like, so clearly she didn't know. So then I thought, that's just how it is all the time. That's her personal whatever. And it will always be like that. And I had to exit stage left.
Yeah. Once you had that convo and they not trying to.
To me, the smell situation, like how a girl can like up her on the scale of 1 to 10, like 1 to 2 points easily. Like a 6 with no smell, I might take over a fucking 9 or a 10 who's boofing.
Oh, right. Boofing?
You don't know she's boofing from looking at you in the club, whatever, chilling, you know what I'm saying? You see her on Instagram and all that. Bro, like, she could be fine as wine, like everything you want. You get her to the crib, pull them panties down, and you could smell it from... No, what was you doing? Did you just get nutted in?
I've had a chick that I was messing with and her shit wasn't right. And then when I stopped, she was like, why? And I was like,
that's why.
And she was like, that's not me, that's you. And I was like,
no. Now you're in denial.
I was like, well, I can't do it.
Should be like, put it in your mouth then. Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, no, I'm
put it in your mouth.
Like, I can't do it.
If they won't do that, then you know they know.
But she wanted to she went home and she dealt with it. And she wanted to redeem herself and stuff. And I was like, nah, I'm kind of good. I'm good.
It's over.
Yeah.
Smells are the strongest.
I think the thing what it was that because she got defensive. I think at the time the reason why I didn't want to do it is because she got defensive about it. So I was trying to tell you what's going on, and then you getting defensive, and then now I gotta like kind of roll over and just be like, nah. Yeah, it was just uncomfortable all around.
It's straight gummy worm. Like, I can't do nothing. If once I smell that, it's over. Like, it gotta be hard dick already. I gotta just be going in. Like, straight, you know what I mean? But like the whole build up to all that, like, it's over. Like,
Loon,
go hit the shower.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel you. That's a conversation that you can't really just be having like that. Like, your shit
you can't speak to a woman about.
Not every nigga is gonna be capable of having that conversation.
To your real friend too, like someone you gonna keep seeing and knowing at some point moving forward. That was another part. It would be different if it was just
especially
a joint
after she said her joint. You know my shit immaculate. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
I want to be like, no, I don't know that. In fact, I disagree.
In fact, I object.
I would like to take a survey.
Ladies,
some of my niggas try?
What makes a woman's thing happen like that? Smell like that?
It's mad contributing factors though.
They don't drink no water.
There's a number of things. Their diet.
Getting nutted in by mad niggas or one nigga constantly.
They don't have good hygiene.
Yeah, wrong, like a bunch of stuff.
Is there one that you can't do anything about? Like it's just like that?
So I had a girlfriend that
she was boofing?
No, it wasn't boofing. It wasn't bad. It was just the taste for me.
Oh shit, that escalated quickly. Cause I'm like, how you know?
It was something about it I just didn't like. So for a while it was like we still hooked up and mostly her giving me head instead. But it wasn't bad. I could tell that it was just her natural tastes or smell all together, right? But I'm gonna keep doing it. There's just something. It wasn't like disgusting. It just was a turn on.
That battery acid.
The worst part about bad smelling box is that the girl 9 times out of 10 probably not even dirty. Like she probably takes care of herself, cleans herself and shit like that. Sometimes that, like most of the time, it's really a lot of like internal factors that really contribute to that.
But you can do something.
There's medication. There's medication for
Boric
that.
acid. You don't even need to do medication. Boric acid suppositories are great.
Boric acid, like the things that kill roaches.
I know it sounds crazy.
So
Boric acid has multi uses.
So the pussy so bad you got to spray with Raid.
Yeah, get the roaches out.
So it's a suppository. You can use it after your period. You can use it after your man's been nutting you a lot. Whatever it is, it just keeps your pH normal because all those things throw off your pH. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it in the Chinese
herbal store.
Stores, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You put it in there. It actually makes you wetter. All of that. Yeah.
It's definitely like an industry secret. There's definitely like a number of porn girls and content creators that if you'll go to their crib, they'll definitely have the boric acid
suppository.
Yeah,
and they just put it in there. How long does it last? Like
just like dissolves. Yeah.
All right. So do you put it in before sex or something?
No.
Just on your own time.
No.
On your own time.
Yeah. You do it yourself, and then if you're gonna have sex at night, you can always like stick your finger in there, make sure it's all dissolved. Sometimes they'll have like a couple.
Word. Don't put that in, and I'm coming to eat, and then you kill me.
I had a situation kind of like
boric acid. Don't let me eat that shit out of you.
No, apparently you can't. I had a situation though, kind of like that, where I definitely was coming to stay with a girl, whatever. It was an industry girl, and we were gonna get into whatever started doing. I started eating her pussy, and I said, "Ugh, what is this?" Because it was tart, like, and I was like, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I remember thinking like, yo, I know this is not like some nigga's nut or some shit. I thought because it was white. It was white, milky, and it did not taste good. But it was, like I could tell that there was like a texture to it.
What was it?
It was a fucking boric acid.
No fucking way!
Everything I loved.
It was a suppository?
Yeah, she had put the pill up there or whatever. I guess like she knew I was coming, so she was trying to do whatever prior, or maybe she did it some hours before. I'm not really sure.
Are you okay? Were you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I just once I realized what it was and realized like what she was doing, she was making a premeditated effort to make sure her box was clean for me. So I just wiped that to the side and kept going. Because I love the pussy, bro. She was trying to do right by me.
You are a different type of nigga.
Boric acid never kill nobody.
You just so you ate it.
I ate it up.
Oh my!
I said I like wiped off the like the initial parts of it. I got it off of there.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to eat it.
I don't think you're supposed. It's boric acid.
I didn't swallow it. I kind of like just kept going, and I said I didn't like go crazy. It's not okay.
No, it says on the bottle.
Don't eat it.
You're supposed to give some time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, he didn't swallow it.
Well, I didn't die, so it's okay.
Yo, son.
Keeping it in stock. I
Stop
did.
the box. Like, bruh.
Shit was fire. We had a good time after that.
Yo, thank you, bro. Nah, thank you, bro. For real. Nah, you just.
These are factual stories.
Okay, Loon. Do you have a heart for this week?
Sorry. This nigga was out here.
He's to the side.
I don't even know if I could go after that. Sorry, I'm good. So we was touching bases earlier about the process of how niggas feel, like when they're nutting, pre-nut and after nut and shit like that. And also, what I realize is my favorite feeling you ever like turned on a water hose, and if the hose is like thin enough, you can see the water like actually running through the hose before it get to the nozzle. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's like my favorite part about sex. Like that's probably my favorite feeling in the world. Like how I feel when I'm about to nut. Like when the nut is traveling up the hose, like oh shit,
euphoria.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not using that word. But like that to me, honestly and truthfully, and I ain't gonna lie, I call it the danger zone. I say that because depending on like how good the box is, when you in that zone, like that kind of determines, like, yo, am I pulling out of this? Like, what am I doing? Like, am I gonna play around? Like, the conversations I have with myself while that shit is running up, and I have to make this quick life or death situation decision. That is probably, to me, the best physical feeling that I personally could ever feel, bro. You know, it's not even the nut. Like, the nut is one thing, but that travel, that anticipation, the fucking convulsions, the fucking Harlem shakings and shit. I just, oh my God. I'm about to turn on those right now.
Man, I know that feeling. God damn.
Here we go.
But that's why women, well, shit, that's why sex is so fucking fire. Just the act of sex is fucking fire. Every bit of it.
It's tough.
So if I was going to say what my heart is, and I hate to be like fucking Neanderthal, but when I'm getting my dick sucked,
Jesus Christ.
and she's making noise,
Don't make the noise that you think she's about to make. Don't.
when she when she when she's got, bro, and when you can hear her having
gobble?
fun down there, what'd you say?
The gobble.
Yeah, all that. Versus Loon, I'm sorry. I just wanted them to understand.
I think we understand.
I just wanted them to understand. Nah, there's a lot of noises that, because sometimes y'all be like, I'm talking about that work.
We know.
When you're really in there.
We know.
Not everybody knows. And I'm telling you right now, not everybody knows, because there's a lot of quiet head out there. And quiet head is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
When my mom's in the next room or something.
It's cool.
But if ain't nobody there.
Give it up. You know I'm an audio visual type of guys. Most men are audio visual type of guys.
That's a fact.
When I'm hearing that, because head is dope. But I think the reason I really like sex, because I know I'm doing something to you. I don't like quiet sex. I hear your responses. I can feel, I'm watching it. I can hear it. I know I'm giving it up. So why wouldn't you think I'm going to get that same reaction when you're doing something to me? If I can hear you.
You know what my issue is?
What about if she moans?
No, wait, hold on.
Moaning while you doing it?
You know what my
demon.
issue is with this? Because I specifically told you not to do it and you did it anyway.
I ain't do nothing to you. I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't do nothing to you.
You look like I got a bad knee. I'd have got up and left right now. I'd have got up and
So
left
yes,
right
ladies, quiet head, cool. Nothing wrong with it. That's your style. Plus, we all got kids in the crib, shit like that. You can't just be going crazy, right? But it's something about that audio when you're doing it that's nuts. And Klassik is absolutely right. If a chick is moaning while she's sucking your shit,
Crazy.
bro,
Nasty work.
Bro.
Savagery.
bro, why are you
A demon.
getting off by sucking my shit?
Keep her.
Bruh, there is something to that just makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel wanted. It makes you feel like this is your chick right here. And I'm telling you right now, to those that is giving a quiet head, it's cool, but it's not like that. It is not like that. So
There's levels to it.
There's levels.
They don't ever listen to me on this podcast, and that's why I don't be talking no more. They don't listen. It's all right.
The soft.
That was the soft. What you just did. What you just did is my soft. I hate when niggas impersonate women dick sucking noises. There you have it.
Things men don't like about sex. The things that make us soft. Now, Klassik has already told us he don't like the smells, but he kind of put it to a place where he likes the good smelling joints, chicks that just water or just had that normal pussy smell. He gauges it up. He doesn't even care about a little boric acid, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
It smells fire. She has the no smell.
Yeah.
That girl.
But do you have anything else about sex besides the smell? Something that a person might do?
I don't like hair.
You don't like hair?
Yeah, I'm not like, if a girl's like kind of hairy or got like hairy butt or got that fucking peach fuzz that's super thick, you can see only in the golden hour light, you know, in the morning type shit. Like,
You've
all
had
that.
hairy butts before?
I haven't had them because I will not do it, right? But I have
seen
seen
hair-
it.
you've seen hairy butts?
Yeah, there's plenty of joints out there with the
There's hairy butts
with the fuzzy butt, bro.
Wait, women, when y'all get y'all shit waxed and shit, y'all be doing y'all butts?
Yes.
Some of them, yeah.
Hair grows.
Really?
But don't you have hair in your butt?
No,
I don't know.
I don't have hair in my ass.
You don't have no hair?
I don't. No, I'm not a hairy person.
I don't have
Oh,
hair.
you're not a
I don't
hairy
have hair in
person.
my ass. No.
But even the fuzz to me, like, because some girls are not like full hair, right? But they'll have like a soft bristle brush type.
Yeah, that thing hurt.
I don't know how to else to explain it. Especially like certain Spanish girls, like certain Spanish cultures, definitely like Dominicans, they'll definitely
That hair,
have that. Yeah. Or even like Indian.
So what should they do? They wax it? Wax it off?
We're at 2024. You need to go ahead and get that laser, mama.
Laser the hair off your butt.
Laser it up. I actually know a girl right now, a good friend of mine, that she was conscious of this, that she was on the hairier side or whatever, and she went and paid whatever and got her whole body lasered from head to toe.
But not head.
Well, not head,
neck to toe.
Yeah. And she, like, to me, like, she looks 10 times. It's weird. Like, it's that small thing. Like, her skin is super glowy. It was just, you know what I mean? It affected her in a way. She didn't have as many breakouts from trying to shave certain parts or whatever. So. Yeah,
there's a girl that I was dating at one point that told me that she was going to Colombia to get her underarms lasered.
Colombia?
She was flying across seas to get her underarms lasered.
Probably a little overboard.
And I don't know.
Maybe they got a special laser.
Could just go to Long Island.
But I don't think. I think it was like a surgery, so that it wouldn't happen
on Groupon or something.
Yeah.
But I would say a layer 2 of that, right? Of hair is also like, I hate like a real bumpied up dark box. Like that shit blows minds. Like from them shaving constantly or not shaving correctly. And again, I would encourage them to go and get lasered so that they can, just like a guy shaving his face and you can get really bad skin from that. Like that shit is a turn. I'm not eating that. Yeah. Was that roast beef? I don't know what that is. Is that meatloaf?
It's like oatmeal, but okay. Me personally, I would say I agree with you with laser because I hate shaved box. I hate the hairs that grow back after shaved pussy.
Man,
that
sharp.
shit kills me every time, bro. Like, keep that box.
That should give you a little
I get pissed
rash
off when
on
she
your
does
lip
it
or
because,
something.
say if we're like going somewhere and she hasn't had time to get laser, and she'll be like, I want some dick. So, it's growing too much. And she then shaves it. And then in a couple days, I got to deal with that. And it's the most horrible feeling ever. Please. I wish I could laser for you. I wish they came in with an at-home laser kit.
They do. Some shit called Nude.
Are you serious?
NOOD. Yeah, I want to order it.
Work as well as
how do you know?
I looked at the reviews
of Nude.
I don't know if it was called Nude, but
it's like on Instagram.
Like
an at-home laser, so I could just sit there and just run her shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me one of the best.
It's not.
Loon, you good?
He doesn't like the
This
noise.
nigga said pussy looks like roast beef, and I haven't.
I've seen those before. I like roast beef. Though.
It's funny because I know what he's talking about.
I like roast beef.
I'm a visual.
I know what he's talking about. It looked like ground turkey. Like I know what he
that's
means.
burnt.
All right.
Yeah.
That's been burnt.
Yeah. Okay. Loon.
Yes, sir.
The soft.
Yo, so my soft is a look. It ain't really about the person I be having sex with. I just hate when I'm having sex and then somebody bothers me. Like my mom got this habit of just always calling me at the wrong time, and I'll ignore her shit. And she'll call me like 2 more times.
Oh yeah.
And then I would it's an emergency.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yo, what are you doing? How do I answer this question right now? I'm gonna call you back, Mom. And I'm sorry. I just going through. It just happened to me the other day. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I like to focus. So like that's also one reason my phone's be on D&D. Like I don't like distractions. If I'm fucking with you, I'm with you, I'm here. I don't like outside noise. I don't like my phone ringing. I don't like nobody ringing my doorbell. I don't feel like having things to do after sex. I feel like I have to time my sex. I like when all I can focus on is just my sex. If I know I have other underlying factors that are going on with today, it's gonna kind of in a way make me feel like I'm out of my head. Like, okay, damn, I gotta fuck it now. I gotta catch this bus in like 8 minutes. Why am I taking the bus? I call a fucking Uber. Wait, why did my mom call me 3 times? And I'm having this Issa Rae conversation like in my head, and I'm just not present. So yeah, I don't really like no outside noise when I'm fucking. That gets me soft. I don't like it. Leave me alone.
Loon is like a chick when it comes to that, because I hate when a chick gets distracted easily.
Yeah.
Like, I know you was about to come, and then some shit happens or whatever, and then now you come went
lost
away.
it.
Yeah, the lost it conversation be
Better find
fucking
it.
me up, bro. What do you mean? Where'd it go? Why did you lose it? I feel like I'm talking to a kid about like their phone or something. Like, where did you lose
last
it?
have it?
Yeah, where did you last have it?
Where'd you see it last?
So yeah, I understand. Soft. I'm an exploratory type of guy. I like toys. Try to eat the box as much as I can. I don't understand women's bodies that well. I try. I do what I think works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like taking cues. You right? I pay attention to your body. I pay attention to your face. Shit like that. What I kind of don't like, and I'm not blaming her for this, I don't like when I do something wrong and you like stop me, like, don't do that. And I know that's probably the best way for her to do it, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, is there not a better way that doesn't throw off the whole scene? Because I feel like when that happens,
It just runs.
everything's ruined. It kind of like throws the whole mood off for a second. And obviously you're telling me, you're communicating with me, but like, is there a better way for women to like guide a guy than just to be like, simply like, no. I'd be like,
It kind of make you hesitate to do anything else.
sorry, like what? Because I feel like a little kid.
You're on a gold mine.
Ladies, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Or is there a better way to be like, that don't kind of feel?
Do you want her not to say something? And just use
No.
your hand, or-
I don't know if it's not say. It's just it's like you ever heard the needle on a record go? That's what that is. It's like, we're in the mood. Then the temperature's rising.
But it's just like what you said. You say it in a nice way. You speak softly. You slow down. Let's try it. Try it this way. You try to guide them away from that.
Yeah.
You don't have to just be like, hey, ew. No.
Bro.
Hit the emergency.
Bruh.
I think it's more about
didn't-
the dude. It's more about how you're going to respond to it. I think if you take it as a moment, then that's exactly what's going to be. But if she just gave you a quick like, you can just avoid like, oh, my bad, cool, and you just go somewhere else with it to keep that motion going. But if you pull all the way out and got to sit there and be like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
done that, then yeah, it's her probably going to drop the pussy a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But so I'm never trying to drive the pussy, but I don't know. Yeah, it just be kind of throwing me off a little bit the way.
I had a situation like that. So I had a situation where I was having sex with this girl. And we were really into it and the whole nine. It was relatively new. This might have been the first time. And I was choking her and stuff. She was into it. Mm-hmm. And I slapped her. Whack. It wasn't a hard slap.
Oh.
It wasn't, you know what I mean? I have a very...
It was a test lap.
Yeah. I was just, the choking was relatively aggressive. She was into it. Mm-hmm. I didn't give her a way back in Alabama slap. I have a special way of doing it. You guys can, take notes. So what I like to do is maybe you're choking, right? Sometimes I even like to just mush the face into the bed. Mm-hmm. And from here, where my hand is still on the face, I just come back right here. You can only generate so much power from there, So like the palm of your, is like kind of on her chin. And you just, bah!
Like that?
Just like that.
No.
Like a little right in the cheek, so it kind of gets that.
Don't say bow. That sounds very, very hard.
And what happened?
She ate it. She looked back at me, and we kept going. It didn't stop, but I knew I had went past her zone a little bit.
Yeah.
And when she ended up telling me when everything was said and done, she didn't stop. It didn't give me a moment. But at the end, when we're all said and done, she did say to me, listen, I was a little triggered by that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have been abused or I have been beat on, whatever, blah, 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 before. I'm not into being slapped. Mm-hmm. But I liked that one. I liked that one. Just don't do it anymore. That's what she said. This is a factual story. I know. Exactly. For sure, if I came back to Alabama, that would have stopped it. But because I was kind of choking, I moved up to the foot face. You know, I thought for sure she was into it, because why are you gonna let me mush your face into the fucking bed and suffocate you and shit if you won't take a little slap?
Yo.
I'm tripping.
Nigga said, don't haul off.
No, you
he said, I'm not gonna haul off, but like my
you just want the noise.
Just a little pat.
You want the noise.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like you exaggerate. I feel like you're not really giving your slap enough.
I'm telling you verbatim.
I'm telling
you, you have to.
You hit her with the Bruce Lee.
My hand didn't come off of her face. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like in basketball, you gotta keep one foot on the floor to do the wrestling.
You didn't lose your pivot.
I was here. You see this right here on the chin? You know what I mean? You gotta practice. If you're worried about the right hand, if you're right-handed, go with the left.
Ain't got as much. You ain't got as much torque in your left.
That range of motion is crazy. Like,
oh fuck, son. Son,
yeah, I'll slap.
Yo, how do you deal with this guy, bro? I love it. Yo, hilarious, hilarious, bro. Great fucking episode. I think I'm gonna allow Klassik to dip. Yo, Klassik, where can people find you? What do you got going on?
Shit, I'm a jack of all trades. So obviously you can find me on Instagram at Mr. MISTER_ Klassik KLASSIK. You can also find me on Twitter under Senor Classico. They took the ones with K's, so it's with C's. So SENOR_ Classico, how it's spelled, CLASSICO. You can also follow my OnlyFans from there via the Twitter. I'm also working on. I also throw lifestyle parties.
Dope.
So you can.
You actually came to one of ours.
Exactly.
Yeah, you came to one of ours. Send the invite.
That's a fact. I'll definitely do that. I actually just had something semi recently for my birthday. I also do these hats. So anyone who's in the lifestyle, see here the custom hat, the New York Yankee. I turned it into the Nympho.
That's fire.
Yeah, like I have clothing. I'm into the weed industry.
Where can we find your hats in your clothing?
The hats you can find at Capped Up, also with a K, so KAPPED _UP, and you'll see all the different ones.
Capped Up on Instagram or .com? Okay.
And CappedUp.com is actually I have that too.
CappedUp.com.
Correct.
And you got your hats or your shirts on
I have
there as
hats.
well?
I have shirts, hoodies to match everything to put together, stuff like that. And then, like I said, I'm also in the cannabis industry. So I'm actually working on opening up my own retail store because we have a license. So any investors can contact me.
In New York or?
Correct, in New York.
All right, bet.
Yeah, so.
Oh, man, you're about to be rich.
Yeah. I'm already rich in spirit.
Well, in finance.
Yeah.
So, little hard or soft after dark. What exactly happened? How did y'all meet? Turn the mic a little bit so that we could hear both of y'all as much, but just try to keep the throw on y'all a little bit.
I go to lifestyle events alone a lot. Well, I used to. And I was at this party by myself. Shout out to Zuri. Naughty Nights.
Shout out to Zuri.
Yes. Yes. So at her party,
hold on.
I was just kind of chilling and
hold on, we can't hear
sorry.
it. You use that mic.
This one?
Loon dipped off.
He's using the restroom.
So I had actually seen him before at Kalila, which is another lifestyle club, and thought he was kind of an a-hole.
Why?
His personality to me was kind of asshole-ish. And I didn't even get to talk to him, right? It was just like the persona, I guess, he was giving off while he was there.
He was just slapping people?
There with, he was there with a porn star, so, they were doing their thing, and this was the next time I saw him.
Was that September?
Yeah, what's September?
Shout out to September Rain.
Yes, we love her. So then at this party, he comes in, and the girl that I'm chilling with, I literally said to her, like, he's the only attractive guy here, but I would not give him any pussy.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
And you said, yeah, all right.
I mean, that's just me. I didn't know she said that then, but that would have been my response. Definitely now.
So then he kind of fucked my mind a little bit because he called me over to talk to me. And at lifestyle events, I feel like a lot of guys will come, oh, let me eat your pussy or whatever. And it's just like, leave me alone. But he sat and had a conversation with me. I was like, oh, he's kind of articulate. I kind of like him.
He's
so then
cool.
he was there with 2 girls.
Tell my story.
Yeah, I come with 2 girls.
I said, tell my story.
And they were giving him head, like they were on the bed and he was standing up.
Double blowjob.
Make sure you hit.
When I met her, I was getting a double blowjob when she saw me. Continue.
Yeah. And I was on the bed and I was just kind of watching. And he gave me one of these.
Come in here. Get in this.
But not there. He meant to like leave the room because what the girl that he was seeing is kind of possessive. Right. So to me, I'm like, okay, we're going to just go somewhere else. Cool. So I left the room immediately. He followed me. He wanted to go in the bathroom, which to me didn't make sense because I'm like, we're at a lifestyle event. We're supposed to be like fucking.
Ain't nothing wrong with the bathroom. We trying to tell you, motherfuckers, the bathroom.
But he wanted to go to the bathroom because he didn't want to get caught by the girl. So he started eating it from the back.
I put my face in it. Remember I was telling you? And it smelled great. I said, ooh, I love it here.
And then I wanted to feel it. So I was just,
give me some of that.
You nasty.
From there, it was kind of like we were inseparable. I think I like went to stay at his house one night and never left. And then we moved in together.
Let's not forget that we got caught by the 2 girls.
Oh yeah, the 2 girls did.
They banged on the bathroom door. So I like trying to fix my shit, put all my shit back together. She opened the door and she just like skedaddled. Like,
I was just like, hey.
Okay, bye. Yo, and I'm telling you, if looks could kill, the looks that this girl was giving me, like, she looked like she was about to fucking explode, like the emoji where the head explodes. She was like, you know? And her homegirl was kind of like.
But we had a threesome with her after that.
At the same party?
Legendary. No, just after the fact.
Basically, he called her bluff. Like, she'll have sex with you. If you want to keep having sex with me, then come over and let's all have sex. And she, I guess, didn't think it was going to happen. And then she came over and she got a little attitude. He was like, so then leave. And then she was like, no, I don't want to leave. And we all had sex.
I got the video too.
Yo.
I'm saying.
Yo.
It's a fact.
Oh my God. So y'all
crazy.
started off, do y'all still have threesomes all the time?
All the time.
I've probably fucked more girls with her than I have on my own in any individual year. We're like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
Who bags the girls? Does she bag them now?
Yeah, I don't have to do anything anymore. It's way better.
You just so have you always been into threesomes?
Yes, I've always liked girls. I had sex with girls before I had sex with guys, and it's always been really easy for me.
Right, to get girls.
I don't feel like I've ever been shot down before. Like, usually I get an energy and I already know the girl's into it. And I've had sex with all of my friends but one. So
We're hunting her down too.
Jeez, and you're hunting her down.
No, I'm just joking.
That's dope though. Like, what is the problem in this relationship? Is there anything that's like, this is difficult for us in this relationship?
we had one problem with cheating, and I think it was because he didn't believe me when I said like he could literally just have sex with anyone, even if it's his exes. I don't care as long as I'm around. Other than that, I don't put any limits on who he hooks up with. So he did it behind my back, and that pissed me off because I'm just like, if I'm letting you have sex with all these girls at parties, exes coming around, hanging around, still professing their love for him or whatever, and he still gets to smash, like there's no reason to do it behind my back.
Yeah. How you feel about that, Clay? Yo, if this is not something y'all want to talk about on the show.
No, you're good. I've grown since then. You know, like the way we met was really crazy. Obviously, a lot happened for us in a little bit of time as well. And it was also the girl that I was cheating with was the same girl that I cheated on with her in the bathroom. That was the same girl we had. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like I had some connection.
You gave her a cheat back.
I had some connection with her. You know what I mean? Like in that regard, and so it was maybe kind of a little hard to let go. And that was an obvious like, of course, this girl's not gonna want to fuck me with my girl that she hates.
That took her from you,
right? That's gonna remind her she's not gonna do that or come over and whatever it was. So I had to kind of just get over that sort of aspect. But after that, it was literally like the same girl like more than once. Yeah. And that was the issue. And but once I got her out of my life in that nature, then we really haven't had any issues because now we just do it. It's like we're like a scummy one, like we're like a dude, just two of us.
Yeah, that's fire.
Because I go out and I'm
that's
just
fire.
like, where are the chicks we could fuck?
Well, you guys are the what do I want to call it? The prototype for what most men and women that want to be threesomes. Like y'all could both get girls.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Now y'all have this the communication. So y'all made your mistakes, and now y'all moved on past it. Y'all are comfortable. That's
she still
fire,
brings
man.
this shit up all the time, though. You know.
I mean,
you know, basically, still a female. We still have those parts where we're still very much a normal couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we argue about those different things. She get mad, I get mad. We say things, she says things, but ultimately, I can't really complain. Like literally, like this is when I knew it was crazy. This is when I knew she was a queen. There was girls that I had known for years already. They had met all the different girls that I dated, whether girls that were just friends of mine or places that we would go frequent. I bring her along, and now they want to smash. I was like, I've been on your body.
Right.
What's going on?
Her.
She just opens them up like a little lotus flower or something. I don't really know what's happening. And that's when I really started fucking with her more because, you know, I saw some posts or Instagrams a long time ago where the guy speaks about women and he says, I don't look at how a woman is by herself anymore. Like, yeah, she could be beautiful. She could be very empowered, the whole nine. I want to see how she acts in a room full of other women. Mm-hmm. Can she still be a queen without knocking another girl's crown off?
Mm-hmm. What would you say to women that kind of are apprehensive about being in threesomes with their guy, or you know, where does that confidence come from?
So I would have to say you have to genuinely love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sex isn't going to be good if you're forcing something.
Right.
So if you don't like girls, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a very jealous person, it's not something that you can overcome, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, these are the rules. I want to see him do everything. Put your tongue in her butt, make out with her, like all of the stuff. I'm with it. If she wants cum, give it to her. Like, I'm good with everything. So Jesus. I don't have to have those conversations with him because it doesn't bother me.
And it turns you on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But for some girls, you know, they don't want to see their man kiss another woman. So, like, I would say if it's something that you want to try, you have to really go through every little thing because you don't want it to be he does something and now you're devastated. Mm-hmm. Right? So for me, I'm into it, but discuss all of those little points. Make sure, because don't get yourself into a situation you can't get out of. You're going to ruin your relationship.
Well, I really do want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all for being here today, man. I had a really great day with y'all. Great episode. Again, go to
so there's Mr. Klassik. I
Yeah.
spelled it out earlier.
Yep.
Go to cappedup.com, KAPPEDUP.com, or cappedup on Instagram, KAPPED_UP.
And yeah. Thanks y'all for being here. We'll be right back with some guests from our Discord. We got Yo-Yo, Ty. We got Pretty Dimples here. And I think Toro's still over there. He's been sitting in the back just waiting. We'll be right back.
When you say freaky, what's freaky? What you mean by freaky? All right, if I do this, you're not going to tell your friends, right?